All right, gang, welcome again. Just wanted to remind everybody there's people wandering around right now selling raffle tickets. The basket this evening is brought to you by Bridgeport. They've donated full camping kitchen valued at $225, a fire pit valued at $150, and wax canvas cooler valued at $125. 2 Bridgeport plaid camping blankets, $50 a piece. Who couldn't use all that stuff? You guys get on out there. Make sure you look for your raffle ticket sales. Thank you very much.
I have to work now, kind of. That's awesome. Thank you.
All right, did everybody see this video? Because there is a written quiz that we'll be handing out momentarily. Hello, welcome. You're at Rose City Season 13 Championships. It is sold out. You are some of the lucky few to make it tonight. This is Season 13. It's really exciting. The matchups tonight, as you can see, the High Rollers taking on the Heartless Heathers. And then after that, for the championship bout, the Breakneck Betties and the Guns and Rollers. And it is such a testament to the skill of this league. These were the same matchups as the 2017 champs, but the other way around. We got fresh blood, great skaters, great captains, because this is Rose City Rollers! All right, tonight our lead officials are Darth Bling, Nitty, and Melotrauma, and an army of dedicated volunteers. Thank you so much from our league volunteers and our photographers and everyone. We couldn't do it without you, and of course, Portland, we couldn't do it without you. And it's so exciting. Out there, everybody point to your left. Out there, everybody point. That's the beer garden. It's pretty cool. Bridgeport Brewing has made the Rose City Rollers a rosé IPA, and they're only $2 for you today. So enjoy, be responsible. Last couple things. The track is lava. You don't get to step on it. If you step on the inside of these barriers, there could be a collision. Just be careful and try not to cross in front of the crowd during play. Just do it between jams. I'm done talking. I'm excited. You're here. It's the Rose City Rollers Championship at Oaks Amusement Park. I am Ophelia Mellons. I'm on the mic with Hamtrak. We are live on the internet. Enjoy it. Hamtrak, let's meet the High Rollers.
As you said, Mellons, let's meet the team in green and gold, your High Rollers. Number 1701, Shaolin Spucker. Number 1969, Ruth Robertson. Number 27, Apocalypse. Number 28, Minstrel Psycho. Number 299, Bad Wolf. Number 3, Polly Wanna Cracker. Number 30, Pixie. Number 37, Neck Punch McGillicuddy. The captain wearing number 4, Rogue One. Number 423, Nuga Knockout. Number 51, Coupe de Gras. Number 777, Rosemary's Baby. Number 808, Lady Lux. Wearing number 911, Mayday. And number 97, Tiggs. Tonight they are coached by Harkey, Brute, and Alia. Put your hands together for the High Rollers.
All right, thank you, Hamtramck. It is now my distinct pleasure to introduce the 2017 champions. Playing for the grudge match today, it is the Heartless Heathers. Please welcome number 0, Zeriosa. Number 125, Adrenaline Crush. Number 17, the one and only Blast Unicorn. Number 1889, Belle Star. Number 243, Scratcher in the Eye. Number 22, Habanero Romero. Number 247, Mia Palau. Number 31, Toxic Haste. Number 42, Glamazon Prime. Number 424, Tegan and Scaria. Number 5150 on my roster as Dr. Balls. Number 71, Headache. Wearing the Captain C, number 8, China Doll Assassin. Number 163, Malicious Intentions. And number 925, Dez. They are coached by the one and only Tarantula, Zissou, and assistants with Rathmatica. It is the Heartless Heathers.
Well, hello everybody who's hanging out at home and watching the game in the comfort of their own air conditioning. I am the King, and we're about to get the Rose City Rollers 2018 Championship games underway. Right now, we're going to watch the High Rollers taking on the Heartless Heathers, who, of course, are going to be playing for the 3rd and 4th position. I'm with Puns. Puns, how the heck you doing tonight?
I'm doing very well, King. My name is Puns and Roses, and I'm looking forward to this grudge match, the replay of last year's championship game, but this time they are going for the number 3 spot. Neither one is walking home with the trophy tonight.
All right, well, this game got underway very quick. We're going to see Lieutenant Commander Balls and Nuga Knockout for your jammers out there on the line. Commander Balls is pushing this high roller wall almost all the way to the pivot line.
Meanwhile, Nuga Knockout at the back. Glamazon Prime is just holding down a tough defense there. Getting a little offensive help, though.
Yeah, Balls did get some offensive help off of Toxic Haste. Toxic Haste knocked it around a little bit and got him stretched out. Oh, a penalty is going to be called and a forearm on Balls. Oh, nope, my mistake. That is a forearm call on Rogue One. And Balls is out as your lead jammer.
All right, Lieutenant Commander Balls hits the back of the pack. Actually gets sort of a back block, but on their own player, so not a penalty. Meanwhile, they are looking to get Nuga Knockout out. Nuga Knockout just struggling against that 3-wall.
Yeah, Nuga Knockout is really stuck in there. Now, the Heartless Heathers, they've got a fantastic defense. They've been playing very strong all year long. And, yeah, that's given an opportunity for Balls, who is now calling off this jam, but after picking up 5 points. Well, that was just enough time to get the blockers out of the box. So right now we are still going to be 5-on-5.
Tonkin.com, the largest selection of new and used autos in the Pacific Northwest, is only a click away at Tonkin.com.
Bad Wolf is going to be down there on the line going up against Mia Palau.
Mia Palau, one of the top scorers in the league this year.
Yeah, Mia Palau really struggling against that high rollers wall. Ooh, it looks like she was going to get knocked out of the top, stayed in bounds somehow.
Meanwhile, at the back of the pack, that Heathers defense is just locking down Bad Wolf.
Multiplayer block being picked up. That's going to be on Bell Star, who is headed to the Bud Light penalty box.
Mia Palau on a long drawback by Polywana Krakia.
She came in very strong, tried to open up everything, and Bad Wolf, after about 50 seconds ticking off the clock, Bad Wolf is now your lead jammer.
Mia Palau still working that back wall. Was able to find a little bit of a crack in there, but not enough. Was forced out and recycled by Polywana Krakia.
Wow, that's a very, very tight wall being set down by the high rollers. Mia Palau is stuck right there in corner number 1. She's trying the inside, trying the out. Oh, and Bellstar comes in like a wrecking ball. Bellstar continuing to tear things up for the high rollers wall, but I think they've wore down Mia Palau. She looks a little slow on her wheels right now. And, yeah, finally she is out of the pack.
Bellstar was able to break that up. Almost drew a track cut. That broke the high rollers wall. OHSU Sports Medicine is proud to be the official medical care team of the Rose City Rollers.
Well, it looks like down on the line we are going to see Tegan and Scaria out there, first time, obviously. I do believe that will be going up against Lady Lux. Yes, it is.
Both jammers working the inside line. Tegan and Scaria using Lady Lux almost as a blocker. Finds that inside line, is your lead jammer.
Lady Lux, one player left to beat. They're doing a nice job trying to recycle, but Lady Lux is finally out of the pack and on her way.
Wow, Tegan and Scaria, phenomenal footwork. Took a couple of big hits going through the pack, calls it off with 4.
Well, so far we've got a nice tight little game. Score is 9-5. Heartless Heathers, of course, on top right now. Apocalypse is down on the line for the high rollers and going up against Headache. Headache has had a pretty strong year. Of course, she always is she's very consistent as a jammer. She's got a lot of nice moves that have worked for her throughout her career.
And those moves are on display right there. Dez took down Apocalypse. Apocalypse almost had it out. Dez got a leg in there. Apocalypse heading to the box on a track cut.
Yep, that's going to put a half a 6-pack in the Bud Light penalty box for the high rollers. Headache is out around the corner, and that is 5 points put on the board. A grand total of 10 so far, and Headache, full head of steam, is looking for more. Now, I like to give these points at this whenever I see that kind of play out on the track to the blockers. Bellstar is one of them. They were swarming that defense, and really the defense couldn't do anything to try and stop Headache.
And it's tough. Being down 2 blockers, no jammer, that's just about the worst possible situation you could be in defensively.
Yep. You just got to basically hold on and wait for it.
Oh, no.
Man.
Rosemary's baby.
Said
That
Headache.
was...
Yep, Headache, you're going to have a seat right there at the top of the apex. You're only going to get 1 point. It might have been mine, but I gave you a nice big old smack there to prove my point.
Wow. Bridgeport Brewing, a proud sponsor of Rose City Rollers, and they created a Bridgeport Rosé IPA just for us, which is really kind of awesome.
Yeah, all that and tasty too. All right, Nougat Knockout again on the line. Lieutenant Commander Balls, or Dr. Balls as it says here on my sheet, are our jammers. Balls stuck behind a green wall, finds an opening, and on the inside line, Lieutenant Commander Balls is your lead jammer.
Meanwhile, Nougat Knockout struggling. Habanero Romero almost cut her off. Nougat Knockout is out, is eligible to score.
Wow, yeah, Balls was stuck in that wall, could not see her line. Toxic Case actually rolled back and told her to call it off. And that's good communication on the track.
Definitely.
I'd like to give a big old thanks to Two Town Cider. Damn fine cider made right here in the Pacific Northwest.
On the jammer line, in the blue, Mia Palau up against 299, Bad Wolf in the green. Mia Palau gets a little bit of a jammer block there. Give herself an extra half second.
Wow, Shallon Spocker making the work and all the action happening on the track. Oh! Bad Wolf, yeah, she's out as your lead jammer, and a little salt in the wound. They're also going to pick up an out-of-play penalty that's going to be assessed to Heather's blocker.
Mia Palau having a rough couple first jams.
Yeah, Mia Palau, she's been a fantastic jammer for the Heathers also.
Yeah, but she's 0-2 so far in this bout. And she is pushing hard on that back wall, but they are not giving an inch.
Zeriosa and Bellstar did a fine job. Just the two of them holding down as long as they could. Bad Wolf finally did make it out and picked up all 5 points. Well, Bellstar now has a hold of Bad Wolf, and it was enough to get Dez back up in there.
Oh, Rosemary's baby coming up playing some offense.
Mia Palau now has the cap off. Ooh, she was making a run for it, but ended up losing her footing and is now stuck in a very strong green wall that has her number so far.
Last Unicorn moving to the front, possibly to get the start pass, and there's the call-off.
Another 4 points picked up by the High Rollers. That's 9 points, most score points they put so far in this game. We've got a score of 33-14, 20 minutes left in this first half. We are going to see Tegan and Scaria again out there on the line, and I believe that is Lady Lux once again going up against her.
Killer Burger, 5 minutes to burgers, beer, and bottomless fries. Killer Burger.
Killer Burger.
Man, that's a good burger.
That whole sentence you said just made my mouth water.
Yeah.
Bottomless fries, burgers. See, I'm not even talking about the game.
Yeah.
And Lady Lux is up against a very strong Heathers wall. Tegan and Scaria, by some grace, somehow stayed in bounds on that outside line, and she's your lead jammer.
Lady Lux taking a pounding. Is through, though.
Yeah, here comes the offense. That was perfectly timed at the top of the apex. 3 points picked up for the Heathers, and that's going to bring them to a grand total of 36.
Voodoo Donut, the magic is in the hole. Proud sponsor of the Rose City Rollers and the Wheels of Justice. Next up, Apocalypse up against Headache. Headache won the last battle between these two jammers. Apocalypse waving to the crowd and is now in focus and is your lead jammer. a big hole there on the outside, and she took advantage of that.
Yep. Yeah, Rosemary's Baby put a nice big hit on Headache. That's something that'll make your teeth rattle right there.
Headache trying to pass that star. Shallon Spocker and company doing a good job to just contain Headache as long as possible. Rosemary's Baby dragged that out as far as she could.
Well, let's see. Yep, 3 points put on the board for Apocalypse. She's looking for that bonus point. She's not going to get it, even after she pled her case. 8:08. Food's so good, it straight broke the mouth. 2 locations on Burnside and Woodstock. That is 8:08.
All right, we've got Dr. Balls up against, in the green, that is Nuka Knockout.
Nuka Knockout finding an opening on the outside line, trying to capitalize on it, but Blast Unicorn, very quick, jumps up in it and says, no, you go nowhere. Excuse me.
Habanero Romero there.
That was Habanero Romero.
Meanwhile, the Heathers have formed a tight wall at the back of the pack. Pixie closing off that outside lane.
Oh, Toxic Haze comes in. Nice hit. That is perfect. If you could play offense like that every single time, wow, you would always get your jammer free. Lieutenant Commander Balls out as lead jammer.
Nuga Knockout with some fancy footwork somehow managed to shrug off Toxic Haste.
And there's going to be a late forearm called on Rogue One. Rogue One will then start the next jam sitting in the penalty box. You know, the first time these two teams met, Rogue One actually did foul out of the game. You know, so she's and relatively speaking, they normally keep their penalties, the high rollers at least do, to right around 30 for the entire game.
Well, certainly containing penalties makes a huge difference
Oh, yeah.
in a game like this.
Those are just free points sitting in the box. That's all they are. Mia Palau, she's up front. Gets bumped out of bounds by Rosemary's Baby, who then does a nice job taking her all the way over. Somehow, yep, no pass, no penalty is called. So Bad Wolf can and still is eligible for lead jammer.
Mia Palau finds that outside lane. High rollers once again down 2 blockers and struggling to maintain their defense because of it.
Scratcher in the eye does pick up a penalty and heads to the penalty box.
And the front of that wall is just going nowhere. Zeriosa, and looks like Dez just locking that down.
Mia Palau tries to jump the apex, but it does look like Ruth Robertson stepped out of bounds and did make contact with that jammer who was going out of bounds. So they're gonna put it'll be an actual even pack, 3-on-3 to get this next jam started. We have Tegan Iscaria out there going up against Lady Lux.
Blaze Streaming Media, the live broadcast of this bout is brought to you by Blaze Streaming Media.
Lady Lux engages the back of that 3-wall. Everybody's getting low and holding her in there. If anything, taking her backwards.
And meanwhile, Tegan and Scary just not moving. Oh, get some offensive help by Coup de Gras.
And Rogue One picked up a direction of play penalty. That's now going to put 2 blockers down for the high rollers.
I think that was a good risk there by Coup de Gras to break off and try the offense. Unfortunately, that penalty on Rogue One turned that good risk into a very bad one, and that cost them the lead on this particular jam.
And this is kind of what we were talking about with the penalties. Penalties are just free points, and Ruth Robertson just got done, came back out there. She really is, all she can do at this point is bridge while her team is trying to hold Tegan Iscaria together. Oh, a cut track being called on Tegan Iscaria. No,
not on Tegan Iscaria. Coop
with a forearm.
All right. So the high rollers once again down. Oh, Pixie.
Uh-huh. Almost looked like a forearm, but I think that's a good no call in my opinion.
Yeah.
I'm sure every Heathers fan is disagreeing with me.
Rogue One tried for the drawback. Ref said no. And Tegan and Scary calls that off. 14 in the air total for that jam.
Wow. Yeah, we got a score of 62-17. High Rollers have not quite come out with a full head of steam to get this game started. You know, both times these teams have met, though, the Heartless Heathers have pulled off the victory. So right now, the High Rollers need to find some answers as to what they're going to do to get right back in this game.
Well, I think one of their big things is going to be just staying out of the penalty box.
Yeah.
They've had at least 2 instances where they've had a 4-on-2 pack disadvantage, and that just kills you.
Well, here we go. There's some signs of life. I think Apocalypse heard me talking because she is now your lead jammer.
Headache was pounding up against Rosemary's Baby, stepped out. That is a track cut and a power jam, and this is just what the High Rollers need.
Exactly what I was talking about. 5 points being put up by Apocalypse, who has just started the power jam.
Pack speeds up a little bit.
I think I might have let it go and let the momentum of that pack just continue to go, because all they did was basically skate around, and that's going to be a penalty kill as Headache's already standing in the box.
Apocalypse knew she stepped out, recycles back, and Headache is now on the track. Power jam is over.
Headache is
Headache back into the box with a forearm pounding.
Wow. All right, well, 10 points now put on the board for the High Rollers, and they are still benefiting from a power jam.
Oh, Blast Unicorn shut down that apex jump.
That inside line is mine. Smack. Well, Bellstar now up against Apocalypse. Offense tried to come, but they were unable to do anything. Oh, and Shaolin Spocker now is going to have a seat.
Headache is back standing in the box, and Headache is out of the box. There is the call off. They probably could have used to have called that one off a few seconds before.
Well, another 4 points put on the board, so that's a grand total of 14. And now, well, they're halfway there, 62-31, another 31 points, and they are right back in this game.
Well, so far, Apocalypse has been their main point getter. I believe she's got 21 of those points, somewhere in that vicinity.
Yeah, Bad Wolf has also put a few points up here and there. And Nuga knockout again on the line for the High Rollers. Mia Palau also out there.
Habanero Romero seals that defense off.
Yep.
Gave Mia Palau that huge opening. She took that all the way to the bank.
Yeah, I'm going to have to give that outage for Habanero Romero. She was the one who got the jammer out. That's why you got a lead jammer right now.
And a power jam as well. Track cut sent Nuga knockout to the box, so Mia Palau is out there on her own.
Yeah, she pretty squarely stepped out of bounds, so it was a pretty easy call for the refs. Mia Palau struggling now, even with offense, trying to take out those blockers. They are doing a great job holding everybody together.
And Mia Palau recycled back. Nuga knockout back on the track. Power jam is over.
That's a penalty kill and a half right there.
Yeah, good work there by the High Rollers to make that less painful than it otherwise could have been.
Yep, here comes Nuga knockout. Yeah, that's a smart call out by Mia Palau, and 5 points are put on the board, but again, hats off to High Rollers for holding on to make it only 5 points.
Yeah, that could have been much, much worse.
Yeah.
Laurelhurst Pub and Theater, the best of modern cinema, independent art, and classic film for Portland's movie lovers. That is
Dr. Balls.
up against Bad Wolf. Bad Wolf pushing against the back of that pack, not having a whole lot of success.
Wow, the High Rollers just did not have their wall together, and now they've got it. But man, it took forever to get them together, and yeah, about 30 feet before they actually stopped Commander Balls.
Phenomenal effort there by Rosemary's Baby to just keep that defense going.
Bad Wolf is out of the pack. She's your lead jammer. They're running back and forth. She's got one person left to beat, and that's Belle Star. Wow! I think both those folks gave each other a big old hug, and Belsar ended up on the deck.
And we have a star pass. Blast Unicorn is now your jammer of record. Got a long recycle there by Shaolin Spocker.
Well, Blast Unicorn, I'm surprised she's not jamming. She's actually a pretty good jammer. Fantastic blocker also. I mean, she's like one of those utility players, kind of does a little bit of everything.
And does it all really well.
Yeah. And Bad Wolf is through, picking up another 5 points.
Blast Unicorn tries to blast past Rosemary's Baby.
Shaolin Spocker, though, recycled up very quickly and bumped Blast Unicorn out of bounds on the inside line.
Rosemary's Baby heading to the back of the pack, trying to break open some sort of hole for Bad Wolf.
Direction of play penalty being called on Rosemary's Baby.
Blast Unicorn extending the pack as far as possible. Oh,
yeah.
Holly want to crack it with a beautiful knockout and recycle.
And a timeout on the track is going to be called by the Heathers because, as you can see, I mean, what is it, 26 points now separating these two teams with about 8.5 minutes left in this first half. And once again, the High Rollers, I think they heard what I was talking about. They said, oh no, King is talking smack, can't have that.
I think that is exactly what they were saying.
Yes. Yeah.
It's exactly what I would have been saying down there. All right, team, we got to pull this together. The announcers are going to say bad things about us.
All right.
This is a good timeout, though, by the Heathers.
Yep.
High Rollers have got some momentum. You call the timeout. Give yourself a minute to settle down, rethink things. Woof.
Contemplate that a little harder?
Yes.
All right. And, you know, that is a really good timeout because they had shut down the High Rollers essentially for about 10 minutes in this game, and the High Rollers since that time have capitalized on penalties. They have played extremely strong defense, and they have clawed their way right back into this game.
All right, Lady Lux looking to take advantage of that little bit of extra rest. Tegan and Scaria looking to get the momentum back for the Heathers.
WSL Leadership Coaching, helping you be more awesome in your work, sports, and life.
Yaya gets lead jam.
Oh, nope. Try a forearm.
Oh, wow.
Yep, one person called one thing, but the forearm call was whistled. And now, Lady Lux is your lead jammer.
High Rollers doing a great job here, splitting up that Heathers defense. Habanero Romero and Toxic Haste got separated out, but good job on their part to
well, Lady Lux is scoring points. Wow.
Glamazon Prime delivering in 2 days or less.
High block being called. That's all right. 5 points is on the board for them, and I'll consider that nearly a penalty kill as Tegan Iscaria is out of the box.
Tegan Iscaria recycled. Glamazon Prime, Rosemary's Baby coming up to help Lady Lux. Now forced to bridge.
Out of play is being called, and everybody's going to scoot a little bit closer. Wow. Lady Lux is just doing the I'm going to push forward and you're going to come with me move. Out of play is called. 5 points put on the board. She's sitting on 10 right now.
And Tegan Iscaria is out, coming around fast. Lady Lux may have to call this one.
Get those points. Get those points. Yeah, she did. There it is. One more point put on the board, so that's 11. So, last jam they have 13. Now they've got 11. We've got a 12-point game.
Actually, an 11-point game. There was a ghost point in the box.
See, they always do that. Let's prove King wrong again.
Yeah. So, yeah, this game, it just got exciting, folks.
It was going to be exciting regardless.
Very true.
Apocalypse, who, once again, as we've been talking about, has been doing very well today going up against Headache.
Headache said a good bout so far, but that double penalty really set them back a bit. And Apocalypse, now your lead jammer.
Oh, Scratcher was not happy with that, but man, Rosemary's Baby gets a nice smack from Scratcher. But here we are.
Apocalypse hits that 3-wall, bounces inside. calls it off.
That is a textbook let it go drill. That is one of those where you've just been stretched all the way out front, and then you've got to let that jammer, the opposing jammer, go, and then you roll back and play timed offense like that. They opened up that inside line, and there was nothing the Heathers could do. It's like they've drilled that out so many times. It looked beautiful.
That was beautiful. Deb Counts Tabor, let Deb guide you home. Proud realtor sponsor, the Rose City Rollers. Welcome to PDX.com.
And I thought there was going to be an official review there at the end. Mia Palau, though, bouncing out. She's got one player left to beat, and you know, one-on-one defense is never good. You should always be with your friends.
Yep. And Nuga Knockout climbs out of the pack. Mia Palau, though, coming around fast.
Ruth Robinson was the last line of defense. Once again, one-on-one.
Oh, Mia Palau heading out on, looks like a forearm.
Yes, it was. So that's going to put Nuga Knockout now in a power jam. We're going to go the full 2 minutes in this jam. So let's see who's been practicing their endurance.
And as the Portland weather heats up, that endurance training comes really in handy. Nuga Knockout facing off against Toxic Haste. Toxic Haste and company just not giving an inch.
Oh, nice hit by Coop. Oh, inside line does open, but Toxic Haste gets a hold of him. Yeah, man, that's a...
Toxic Haste got a little bit of a hug in there.
Kind of grabbed a little bit. I'm a little shocked there wasn't a... Well, you know, there lots of things happening on the track. Sometimes hard to see everything out there for all those refs. 5 points put on the board. Pixie now is your jammer.
I think that was a good decision there by Nuga Knockout. Nuga was definitely getting tired, worn down by that defense.
Rogue One picking up another penalty, and that is going to be her fourth, I believe.
Pixie dropped the helmet cover, has to recover that.
Well, that's no fun.
Yeah, that is definitely no fun. So that cost the High Rollers some points there. Coop with the recycle on Mia Palau.
Driddling Crush did a really nice job knocking out the Pixie, who's the High Rollers jammer. And with this, it's just an 11-point game until they put another point up.
Every once in a while, they don't surprise you with an extra point.
Yeah, every once in a while. All right, so we are looking great right now down there on the track. We are going to see balls going up against Bad Wolf. There's going to be a slight pack advantage for the Heathers.
And oh, look, they took a point down, so it's only a 10-point game now.
Ooh, well, they almost got balls on a cut track.
Polly want to crack you with a great recycle there.
Multiplayer block is going to be called. I believe that's going to be on Polly Want to Crack You.
No, that's on Amazon Prime.
Well, I think they could have called one on Polly.
They may have been too distracted.
Yeah. All right, Bad Wolf is up front, top of the apex. She's got 3 folks in blue shirts draped all over her.
Meanwhile, Lieutenant Commander Ball is just having nowhere to go at the back of that pack.
And with that, Bad Wolf is your lead jammer.
Lieutenant Commander Balls has taken the star off, looking to give it to Habanero Romero, or maybe use that as a decoy. Did the decoy move. Rosemary's Baby with a big shoulder.
5 points being put on the board for Bad Wolf. Probably the easiest pass in this entire game by either jammer.
Well, at least he gets full packs. All right, we do have a star pass. Habanero Romero is your jammer of record for the Heathers.
Bad Wolf go ahead and calls it off. 2 more points put on the board.
And we're going to be, I believe, a three-point game.
Wow. Wow. For those of
man.
folks at home, if you didn't see the first couple minutes, yeah, the Heathers came out and they, I think they really buried the High Rollers. But the High Rollers are, they're going for their long game here.
Yeah. If you're just listening in the other room because you went into the kitchen to make dinner or something, you need to come back out here and watch this.
Yeah, we got about a minute left in this first half. 3 points make the difference. Tegan Iscaria is out on the track. Beautiful hit right down in front of us by Dez, taking out Lady Lux.
Tegan Iscaria is out, is your lead jammer. Found a hole in that defense.
And looks like a couple folks are going to be headed to the Bud Light penalty box.
Oh, Coop tried to get a shoulder in on Tegan Iscaria. It did not work.
Lady Lux is up front. Bellstar got her. Oh, why are you going all the way up there, Mayday? Nope, they're just going to keep playing that offense until the jammer comes back around. There, Lady Lux is out of the pack.
Tegan Iscaria on the recycle from, I believe, probably want to crack you. Or, no, that's Pixie.
Tegan Iscaria makes it out of the pack. Picks up what should be 5 points. Okay. 12 seconds left on the clock, and we did have a timeout.
That'll be an official review.
Is it? There it is. Nope, it's official review for the High Rollers.
Black Cat Plumbing, your local neighborhood plumbing company and a proud sponsor of RCR on the Wheels of Justice since 2009. All right, Rogue One explaining to Nitty just what she wants to have them talk about. Wow, that is one sparkly dress.
I'm telling you, I almost have dress envy. I don't wear dresses.
Yeah.
It's almost as sparkly as my jacket, which I almost wore today, except for it's 80-some degrees here in the Portland area, and that just seemed a little too hot for me.
Yeah, 80-something degrees outside. It's a little bit warmer up here, up on the mezzanine. I know that I am regretting having long sleeves right now.
Well, they're going to try and figure out the microphone. We are going to go ahead and probably drop it down as soon as they do figure it out and make a decision as to what that call was. So what do you think they were making the call, the review for?
I wouldn't be surprised if they were reviewing the total number of points scored, or maybe they were just looking for like a back block on the opposing jammer.
Yeah, I bet you there's going to be a jammer penalty request involved. Right now we got a 13-point game, 88-75, 12 seconds left in this half.
It certainly never hurts you to go fishing for a back block on the...
All right.
The green team is looking for a forearm penalty on blue 1889. The referees with eyes on it said that the initiation was with the shoulder and the forearm contact was incidental. Therefore, the no call will stand and green will not retain their review.
All right, so
That was probably one of the best explanations of a official review I might have ever heard.
That was an excellent explanation.
Great job, Nitty. I really appreciate that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so many times we throw those down there and you're like, wait, what just happened?
That was a great use of the official review, too.
Yes,
12
I
seconds
agree.
left. You might as well.
Yep, that was perfect. So Apocalypse, who has once again had a very good first half, is going up against Headache.
And Headache gets recycled by Shallon Spocker.
Well, she also, I believe, might have had a false start type of thing.
Yeah, she looked like she was a little bit late off of her skates on the start there. Shallon Spocker putting up one heck of a fight at the front.
Well, here comes some, looks like Tiggs down there trying to rock people around, but Apocalypse still stuck. Ooh, Dez with a nice catch and knockout to the inside.
And Headache comes around on that initial scoring pass. Finds a hole. Creates a hole.
You know, I think she just uses, like, your momentum against you. Headache is just one of those phenomenal skaters. And for those of you who heard me the last time I was raving about Headache, it really, she just does, it's so, like, minimal effort to really take advantage of you. So,
Speaking of minimal effort, Apocalypse had just some nice movement there, also using the momentum of her opponents against her.
well, Headache now looking around. She's like, what should I do here? I know the other jammer's out. All right, we're going to call this one down. We are going to intermission, but not before our Headache puts up 8 points on the board. It was a 3-point game, you know, a minute and a half ago.
Yeah, now it's up to a 21-point game.
Well, that's all right. All right, kids, we are going to take a quick break and go track down some of that Bridgeport down there somewhere, and we'll be right back after this intermission.
Is trying to coordinate this, and we're coming down too. So we'll be back with you.
We are.
I guess we are.
Am I live? Okay. All right. Melons, get out of my spot. Okay. 3 deep. 3 deep. We're going to have to bring it in quite a bit. Just know that we're going to do this. Don't do it yet. You can stand up and be blocking somebody, okay? Fans, this is... Chris, can you turn it down just a tiny bit? Thank you, baby cakes. So this is our last home season championship at the Hangar. So we are taking one of our iconic home team and officials photo. All right. Is everybody in? Skippy, how you feeling? You got everybody? All right, do we have all the officials in the room that want to be in? Okay. I'm sitting right here. All right, you guys. When I'm going to have a mic, and I'm going to say 1, 2, 3, I want you guys all to open your eyes and stare at Skippy's lens. And if you are a middle row, your knees hurt? Okay. 1. What? No, no, no. I'm in the middle of the teams. Get back over on your side. 1, 2, 3. You got it? You got enough? All right. Thanks, you guys.
Ayo, less than a minute till we get back to the Derby action. Grab a beverage, grab some merch, grab some concessions, and get ready for the dramatic conclusion to the Heathers versus the High Rollers.
All right, are you guys ready for the second half of this game? All right, we're just about a couple seconds away, so everybody let's get into your seats and scrunch in so you're not walking in front of your fellow spectators when the game is going on. Let's get this done.
All right, and we are back.
Yes, indeed. So I hope everybody grabbed yourself a nice, cool Bridgeport and, you know, some fun snacks, maybe some Killer Burger with some bottomless fries.
Oh, man.
Awesome sponsors from the
go
Rose
with
City.
that.
I know, right? Doesn't that sound really sound
Yeah.
bad? See, I just make myself hungry thinking about it. But we are back. We got a halftime score right now of 96-75. Headache and Apocalypse are already down on the track with the stars on their helmets. We're going to have a 4-on-4 blocker pack as nobody is in the penalty box. I am lying.
Yes, yes, you are.
Toxic Case is already standing down there, and Adrenaline Crush, I believe, is joining. So that's going to put 2 Heather blockers down to get this jam started.
All right, so a little bit of confusion. I still see more Heather's blockers than there should be. Okay, now we're down to the right number.
There we go. All right, so if you guys missed the whole first half, High Rollers came out a little bit flat. The Heartless Heathers came out very, very strong.
They built up, 40-something point lead.
Yeah. And then the High Rollers kicked it into gear. They played a little cleaner, capitalized on penalties, and climbed right back in this game. We did have a 3-point game about a minute and a half ago, but now it's 21 points separating these two teams. Apocalypse quickly jumps out there and is your lead jammer.
And we have a very quick star pass from Headache to Habanero Romero. Habanero Romero gets recycled a second time.
Headache was up front after the star pass trying to slow down Apocalypse. Apocalypse putting 5 quick points on the board. Habanero Romero not happy right now.
No, that is Habanero Romero is having a fun time with that defense. And when I say fun time, I mean that totally sarcastically.
Oh, yeah.
Cut.
Yeah, told you, no fun. But with all the fun happening for Apocalypse, she puts another 5 points on the board and is in a power jam. High Rollers right now trying to pick off a blocker. It looks like they do have Adrenaline Crush locked down a little bit in the back, who has now escaped.
Oh, no. Glamazon Prime. Oh, that looked painful.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be Apocalypse right now. That's where she was having all the fun, and instantly 0 to 60, no fun.
Yeah.
All right, Apocalypse now has 2 blockers going. This jam does come to an end, and that is a good call. Ooh.
Oh, Toxic Haste, I think, got a shoulder in there.
Yeah, I think she just got the wind knocked out of her. Yeah, Harky's over there barking that bling. Yeah, she did. She just got the wind knocked out of her at the end of that jam. She's just trying to catch her breath.
I'm really liking Apocalypse's attitude so far this game. I mean, she's been smiling and waving and grinning the whole time, and yeah, she pops up from that hit.
Jam her on, and I don't think High Rollers realize it. Habanero Romero makes it through, lickety split. Directional play penalty being picked up on Rogue One. I believe that's number 5 for Rogue One.
That's not good for the High Rollers.
No, team
not
captain.
Good at all. Oh, Habanero Romero.
Yeah.
That was spicy.
Again. It's hot, hot, hot.
Yeah.
All right, hey, and with that, looks like they're trying to get that star pass over. Nuga Knockout dancing in there. Finally makes it. Oh, but Bellstar's got her eyes on Nuga Knockout.
And Bellstar with the recycle. But Habanero, I think, did not see that recycle happen. Thought the jammer was out and called it.
Yep, 10 points put on the board for the Heartless Heathers. So now we've got a score of 106-89.
Buffalo Gap Saloon and Eatery, John's Landing, favorite eatery and saloon.
Shallon Spocker and Rosemary's Baby are right on Tegan Iscaria. Toxic Haste already playing some offense, and Tegan Iscaria is out as your lead jammer.
Heather's taking advantage of that 4-2 pack advantage. Now at a 4-3, but even so, their defense is holding and their offense is making Tegan Iscaria have some nice, easy points.
And with that, Lady Lux is out of the pack and is out on her initial, I should say.
Nice hit by Shallon Spocker.
Yeah, and that's a good call off. Making sure that no points being lost. All she was going to have to do is run back. And they're going to discuss right now how many points are put on the board. I would say at least 2. Make that 3.
And the Heathers are beginning to reclaim a bit of that momentum.
Yes, they are.
And we've got Lieutenant Commander Balls up against Bad Wolf.
Well, Bad Wolf found a small opening on the inside. Still trying to tiptoe up that inside and has decided to engage that wall full strength.
Scratching the eye, trying to open a hole there for Lieutenant Commander Balls. Creates enough space. Lieutenant Commander Balls finds the rest of that hole is through. He's your lead jammer.
Directional play penalty picked up on Rogue One. That should be 6 now.
That is not what the Heathers need, or the High Rollers need right now.
And this jam is called off. Bad Wolf came in very strong. Bellstar grabbed, and they were laughing right there as the jam ended.
That's nice to see.
I know. Well, Bellstar is always fun.
Yes.
One of my favorite people in Derby, and I'm so glad she continues to skate. She's been around, I don't know, started in Texas way back in the day and continues to skate up here with Rose City. And yeah, it lives and breathes roller skates, I tell you.
Yeah. Great attitude.
Yep.
Great skater. All right, Mia Palau working inside, outside, back inside. Not getting much. Same with Apocalypse.
Yeah, well, Mia Palau also playing a little bit of defense there. Kind of like that. Oh, see, and that's the benefit of having your jammer play a little bit of defense, is it throws off the other blockers. They're not quite sure what to do, and just like that, an open hole made it real easy for Mia Palau to get out.
And Mia Palau does play a lot of defense for the Wheels of Justice, so you gotta like a skater that can operate on those multiple levels. Red Fox Vintage, find your retro at the Fox.
All right, you're gonna have Headache out there playing, and I do believe once again that is Nuka Knockout joining as her jammers in this next jam. All right, this jam gets underway. Headache tries to take that inside line. Ruth Robinson has a hold. Nice recycling, but they once again never had their wall set up, and it has just come apart for them. Oh.
Coup de grace on a force out. Bellstar wanted to get in there and knock out Nugan Knockout, but coup de grace shut that down.
Bellstar right now eyeballing the refs. She does not like the fact that she's getting kind of manhandled out there.
K-Fit Studio, kick-ass fitness for women by women.
Well, we've got an empty penalty box. Bud Light has sponsored our awesome penalty box, and but there's nobody there to party right now. Tegan Iscaria is down on the line with Star on her helmet, and Lady Lux is the opposing jammer. Tegan Iscaria on her toe stops in the inside line, runs to freedom as your lead jammer.
Toxic Haste did a great job there, both to free their jammer and also to immediately switch to defense and shut down Lady Lux.
Wow, Tegan Iscaria came in pretty hot, knocked down Lady Lux, almost kind of looked like a black block a little bit, but no whistle. I think that's a good no call.
Holly want to crack you with a nice drawback. Meanwhile, Lady Luck's just going nowhere, even with some offensive help there by Shallon Spocker. And I stand corrected.
No pack is called. There's players all over the place wearing different shirts, and yeah, no pack is the best call. Adrenaline Flush picking up a penalty. We'll spend some time in the Bud Light penalty box. And this jam comes to an end. 3 more points put on the board for the Heathers. And they are definitely getting that momentum that they had in that beginning of the game.
Yeah, they let up 11 points or so on that first jam of the half and haven't let up a single point since. So that's about 8 scoreless minutes there for the High Rollers. Upsweat Creative. We build your strong, smart, beautiful business brand.
Well, Bad Wolf is your jammer for the High Rollers, and she is really working over this Heather's wall. Zeriosa and Blast Unicorn, they were the last blockers to try and stop, but Bad Wolf is out as your lead jammer.
Blast Unicorn opens a hole there for Lieutenant Commander Balls and then switches immediately back to defense. Bad Wolf looking for a TARDIS or something to get through that defense.
Bad Wolf calls it off. No points put up by either team.
Wow, great defense there by the Heathers.
Wow, still scoreless. 124-89 is our score. 20 minutes left in this game.
Bridgeport Brewing, proud sponsor of the Rose City Rollers and creators of the new Rosé IPA, just for us. I don't mean us by the league, not me in particular.
It could be just for us. This could be us. Well, with that, Mia Palau is just abusing that green wall right now, trying to find a way through. But Shallon Spocker finally gets herself set, and now we seem to have a wall up front.
And that wall reforming behind the fierceness of Rosemary's Baby. Oh, Mia Palau somehow just kept her balance.
Well, that was a Matrix move. She can drift and hang and stay in bounds. And it does look like a penalty going to put one of these skaters in the box for the High Rollers. Apocalypse right now having a struggle, gets knocked out of bounds on the inside line.
Toxic Haste with a nice recovery there, and Mia Palau getting a little bit of offensive help for just a second there. China Doll Assassin has to come back and bridge.
Mia Palau getting taken out by Shallon Spocker. Shallon Spocker saying, no, we're going to come all the way back to turn 2.
Long drawback.
Apocalypse has had enough of this wall and is looking to pass that star.
Ruth Robertson not seeing that because she is focused tight on the defense.
Well, now she's looking for that, and here comes Toxic Haste. That's exactly what you want to do. Put a body on that pivot and make it last a little bit longer. Oh, man.
And that is now a second blocker as Poliwanakrakia heads to the box.
Yep.
High Rollers once again in a 4-2 pack disadvantage. Mia Palau takes advantage of that.
And just like that, Ruth Robinson trying to put on that cap. Jam comes to an end. 4 more points put on the board. 138-89. High Rollers have not figured out an answer as to what to do.
Well, they're calling a timeout to figure that out right now.
You definitely had a game plan, and you were using a really strong plan towards the end of that first half. But yeah, they've come out in the second flat.
They definitely need to get the momentum back here. They are just going to get flat 10.
Well, we will start this next jam with a couple blockers down for the High Rollers. They do have their jammer out there, and but it looks like all 5 players for the Heartless Heathers are going to be on the track. So the struggle is real when it comes to defense out there, and with Headache out there as the jammer, I have a strong feeling the the chances are better for them to get lead jammer.
Yes. Well, Nuga Knockout's been struggling all throughout this bout. And with that pack disadvantage, that's not going to make it any easier for Nuga Knockout. Refs peering into the sun, and there's the whistle.
And just like that, one player is holding on to a headache, and she does that little twisty thing, using their momentum against them, and comes out backwards as your lead jammer.
Good work there by Pixie and Coop to try to open a hole.
And again, nothing wall-related set down. Out of play being called. Coop's got to head to the penalty box, I believe, with a cut.
And there is a star pass to Pixie. Pixie now your jammer of record.
But not before Headache makes it through. She picks up probably 5 points, 4 points. I wasn't sure how they were going to rack that up and when she had actually gotten into that pack. And Lady Lux is going to be on the line. Tegan Iscari is going to be out there with her. I'd like to thank Oaks Amusement Park, home of the Rose City Rollers, and the place to purchase all your Derby gear.
Home of the Rose City Rollers, but only for a few more months. And Lady Lux is coronated there. She just...
Tegan Iscari made it out, finally gets out of the inside line on her initial pass. Lady Lux on the other side does make it through on the inside line. I'd keep this one going and get your walls set down.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, I think going long, it's not going to hurt you.
Hey, you need some points up there. A little bit of offense being played. Coop says get up there and help him with the defense. They all need to come on back. This is coming down. All 4 points, though, picked up by the high rollers, so it's a 8-point gain in their favor. Finally cracking the seal and putting some points on the board.
Yeah, for the first time in almost 15 minutes there.
Ooh, that's a drought.
Yeah.
Bad Wolf is going to be down there going up against Commander Balls. One player is going to be down in the penalty box for the Heathers. Glass Unicorn and Zeriosa are your two blockers up front trying to hold Bad Wolf all together. Incredible blocking, but Bad Wolf is out as your lead jammer.
And so is Lieutenant Commander Balls. Just was able to bounce there on the outside and create just enough space.
And they called this jam off. One point. Yeah. I thought they might have got in there fast enough. 1 point put on the board.
Yeah, one is better than none.
It is. You know, Bling, it's weird seeing Bling with facial hair. I'm sitting there looking at that, like Bling's got this finger up in the air, and I'm like, is that Bling? Really?
Yeah.
Man, it's very, you know, debonair. He's got a cool stash and a little chin strap going, but, you know. All right, so we got Mia Palau and Nuga Knockout. And Puns is looking at me like I'm nuts. Mia Palau bouncing out. Looked a little too easy, and I guess it was because she got a cut track. So that is going to put Nuga Knockout in a power jam.
It is going to put Nuga Knockout in a power jam, but the Heathers defense is just cranking down. Rosemary's Baby coming in, trying to throw a little bit of offense. Shallon Spocker as well. There we go. There's the hole.
Yeah, that was beautiful.
Neck punch McGillicuddy.
That was beautiful. They swept one way and got everybody to commit to that inside line, and then they held them all down. Doing some hand signals here. Yep, it is. Going to be a hit at first, and then here comes the O. Nice heads up, yeah.
Mia Palau back on the track. Hits the back of that high roller's wall.
5 points being put on the board by Nuga Knockout.
And Mia Palau heading back on, looks like another track cut.
All right.
So this is what our rollers definitely needed.
China Del Assassin also picking up a cut track and will be headed to the penalty box.
I'm sort of wondering whether the high rollers will call this when the jammer stands. Apparently not.
I sure would. Yeah, they will.
Oh, did they call it in time?
Yes, they did. 4 points put on the board, so they got what they were looking for. So another 9 points put up by the high rollers.
And they have cracked the century mark. Still down by 44 points, though, at this point. But 13 minutes left. There is still enough time. You can make that up.
Apocalypse is your only jammer down there. The opposing jammer, Mia Palau, for the Heathers is standing in the penalty box. And here comes the offense. Boy, they have knocked just about everybody out. Scratch on the eye, that's the last line of defense. And Apocalypse said, no, I'm just going to go around you here.
Time for Apocalypse now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you like the smell of napalm in the morning. All right, Mia Palau says, I'm going to take you back, but I'm not sure that's how that works because Mia Palau didn't knock her out.
Yeah. Mia Palau plays a little defense.
Yeah.
Passes Apocalypse off to Bell Star and Company.
McGillicuddy comes in. She's knocking everybody down, including Bell Star. But Scratcher's got a hold of Apocalypse, and what a great move. Oh, Scratcher did not like that one iota.
No, Apocalypse did not either. She was trying to tell the refs that, yeah, my jersey got grabbed.
Yep. Bell Star gets smacked. That was a good no call because it was right about the armpit.
Mia Palau playing a little jammer defense there.
Apocalypse looking at the bench like she wants to call it. They're all like, no. You just keep going.
Apocalypse looks to the crowd, says, hey, cheer me on, cheer me on.
China Doll Assassin picking up a back block call. We'll head back to the penalty box. And
oh, that's a track cut on Apocalypse.
That's interesting. All right.
Yeah, sometimes when your jammer looks to the bench to say, Coach, can I call this off? Sometimes you just need to say yes, call it off.
It's all right. Mia Palau now back in. McGillicuddy and Ruth Robinson are in the back. She found an opening on the outside. Coop, a swing and a miss. Mia Palau out finally on their initial.
And Coop on a track cut right in front of the ref. The ref did not miss that.
Well, that was we got a score of 151 to 114. That was 3 more points put on the board for the high rollers, so there will probably be a small adjustment there. But it was nice. That's a good strong play right there for the high rollers. And again, I do think you're correct. Maybe you should have called that off.
Yeah, sometimes the jammers, they've got a good idea of what their energy level is, and Apocalypse, I think, was starting to fade there. I think that's why she was looking for that call off. And you know, when you get tired, sometimes mistakes are more likely to happen. All right. Tonkin.com, the largest selection of new and used autos in the Pacific Northwest, is only a click away at Tonkin.com.
Anyway, so about 37 points now separating these two teams. We got just under 11 minutes left on the clock. High rollers starting out in the box with Apocalypse as their jammer, and Coop also down there having a seat.
So they are in the unenviable position of a 4-3 pack disadvantage. Oh, nice work there by Pollywanna-Krakia. Oh, almost drew that penalty. There we go. Rosemary's Baby holds his.
Oh no! It's like a forklift out there. I'm going to pick you up and throw you over here.
Oh, Rosemary's Baby just exercised her.
You are in the ejection seat now.
Right.
Wow.
Headache finally out is lead jam, but that took a while.
And Headache made a quick trip around the track and puts another 5 points on the board.
There's the handoff. Shallon Spocker is your jammer of record now for the high rollers. And Pollywanna-Krakia with the force out on Headache. Headache calls it.
but not before 3 more points put on the board. Yeah, favorite play of the game so far. Rosemary's Baby. Pick you up with my booty and throw you out of bounds. That's amazing.
That was a great, great hit. I hope everybody at home was watching that because that was fun.
Yep.
If not,
rewind.
Yeah.
Tegan Iscaria down on the line. Lady Lux is also down there with the stars on their helmets. Tegan Iscaria snuck up that inside line and is now your lead jammer.
Lady Luck struggling against that 4-wall. Bell Star, Des and company just pounding Lady Lux, and that's a track cut. Yep.
Yep, that's not what they needed right there. But it's good news for Tegan Iscaria. She's got 5 points on the board, and she's got a power jam with all of her blockers out there to do the work offensively.
Pixie, nice hit there.
Looks like she took
Long
one to the
bridge.
face too and shrugged it off. 5 points put on the board by Tegan Iscaria.
Good hustle there by Pixie, though. Oh, Tegan Iscaria delivering a revenge hit there on Pixie.
Mayday might have lost a toe stop, it looks like. She's stuck in the back.
Mayday delivered a block on Lady Lux. That's not the person that you want to get that hit on.
Yeah, I think she's got a wardrobe malfunction happening with her skate right now. Another cut being called
on Lady Lux.
Oh, yeah, wow. That is bad news for the high rollers.
Yeah, that I think you could pretty much stick a fork in them.
Well, they still got under 8 minutes right now, but Tegan Iscaria is on 25 points right now in this jam. And this might have been one that sealed it. Yep. Tarantula yelling from all the way across the track to call it. Finally, Tegan Iscaria hears it. 28 points put up by Tegan Iscaria.
Wow.
Yeah, wow is right. That was that's the biggest jam of this game. You know, in the last 2 times these teams played each other, Tegan Iscaria had 54 points in the April bout, and she had 24 in the bout in January. Well, she already beat that score for the January, just in that one jam.
Wow. OHSU Sports Medicine is proud to be the official medical care team of the Rose City Rollers. So this is a 73-point lead now for the Heartless Heathers.
Yeah.
I mean, 7 minutes, it's theoretically possible.
Oh, it's absolutely possible.
But that's a tough road to.
Well, here's what you got to do. You got to play clean. You have to be able to transition from offense to defense extremely quick. You cannot allow any more easy passes. So your walls have to be ready, and you've got to be on top of it. And they can absolutely do it.
Yeah.
I mean, you saw what they did in that first half. They absolutely can totally dominate in that manner. And here's something interesting. So you got this power line out there, and they're lining up on that inside, so you pretty much know what's going to happen. In this case, I would probably try to start from the front.
Yeah. They got the Heathers got the seal. Lieutenant Commander Balls is out. Habanero Romero on a contact penalty.
Yep. Now they've got the wall set. Lux is back in. A little bit of offense coming from Minstrel Psycho. Minstrel Psycho picking up a direction to play penalty off that offense, though, and Lady Lux is out.
And probably want to crack. You're doing some good defense there. Lieutenant Commander Balls calls it off, though.
Yeah, when you see a lineup coming at you like that and the jammer's already lined up on that inside line, you can try to fight it, but really run up to the front.
Yeah,
run up to the front, give yourself a chance to run away from that offense. Give just a little bit of seconds for your squad to be able to recycle back into it.
Yeah, the Heathers were looking to steal that inside line, and they just did.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Nuga knockout trying the outside. Mia Palau makes the outside work.
Mia Palau did step out of bounds. The outside ref is calling for a cut track. Mia Palau's almost all the way back around before she realized she had picked up a penalty. And lead jammer's going to go to Nuga knockout.
Well, this is what the high rollers need.
Coop picking up a penalty, and that's
not what the high rollers need.
No.
They're at a 4-2 pack disadvantage. Yes, they've got the power jam, but their offense is going to have to work extra hard to get Nuga knockout out. And this changes their strategy. You know, you're going to have to let that opposing jammer stand. You can't ice the jammer now.
Oh, but a beautiful offense. The last person up front is Blast Unicorn. Nuga knockout finally out, picks up all 5 points.
Mia Palau on the initial pass. Great work there by Pixie to get that slowdown. Pixie's having a good bout. Oh, Pixie again. Oh, directional. Oh,
yeah, that's that's perfectly placed defense had she not been rolling the opposite direction.
Yep.
I always said it's like the easiest, best way to do it. You know, sometimes when you're out there, you don't really have to go for the big hit or anything. You just have to be a big guy in the way. You just got to basically stand your ground and be able to hit that player or let that player run into you, and then you're now blocking that person off of your jammer. All right, so it's going to be a 3-on-3 in the blocker war. We've got just under 5 minutes left on the game clock. Bad Wolf is going to be jamming down there for the high rollers, and Headache is going to be out there for the Heartless Heathers.
And they are off. Shaolin Spocker shutting off that outside lane for Headache. Oh, Rosemary's Baby, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Oh, nice work there by Polly. Want to crack you.
Yeah, that was beautiful. Bad Wolf, had an opening on the inside for about a split second. Glamazon Prime, yep. Truck and trailer, classic move. Just get your hips and be behind the blocker who you're up against, and then throw that jammer out of bounds. But Bad Wolf gets the skates back underneath of her, gets a full head of steam, and is now your lead jammer.
But that chewed up 45 seconds off the clock. 45 seconds that the high rollers just cannot afford to lose.
Yeah, now they're going to call off this jam. 1 point only being put on the board. Just under 4 minutes now left in this game.
And Apocalypse skating out one more time for the high rollers, still with a grin on her face. Tegan and Scary also with a grin. I love how much energy they've got at this point in the bout.
Oh, yeah.
Killer Burger, 5 minutes of burgers, beer, and bottomless fries.
There you go, that Killer Burger thing again.
Yep.
See, 0 to 60, my mouth starts watering.
Yep.
All right, well, Apocalypse still stuck in the pack. Tegan Iscaria finds an open lane on the outside and is now your lead jammer.
Dez rolling that defense as much as possible. Blast Unicorn heading for the box, and Apocalypse is finally out.
Tegan Iscaria go ahead and calls it off. Apocalypse says, Bellstar's coming at me. I'm going to get out of the way of that. 2 points put on the board for the Heathers, but more importantly, now under 3 minutes. And we've got a score of 193 to 124.
Yeah, 69-point deficit in under 3 minutes.
That's going to be a tall order. Well, now the last 2 times the High Rollers and Heathers played, the Heathers did beat them in January, 182 to 98. But then the High Rollers did a little bit better. They also lost, but they had a score of 204 to 176. So Heathers basically have so far this season had the High Rollers number.
Well, they've still got it this time. Oh, probably want to crack you. Nice force out. China Doll Assassin prevents the run back.
Lady Luck's really working over at the top of the apex. Glamazon Prime, I believe, is your last line of defense.
Lieutenant Commander Balls is out, but does not have the helmet cover. So Lady Lux has the opportunity to be lead jam. You are lead jammer. Coach figures, well, Lieutenant Commander Balls is already in the pack, so let's see if we can get some points to match.
All right, 4 points being put on the board, and Balls is not your lead jammer. Lady Lex go ahead and calls it off, picks up 2 points on that.
And just over a minute left in this bout.
Mr. Shiko giving a big woo-hoo down there. She's having a good time. You know, that's a veteran skater if there was ever a veteran skater.
And I'm glad they're having a good time. Because, I mean, it's a fun sport to watch. Oh, Mia Palau off like a shot.
Yeah, she just runs right on through there. I think she has progressively gotten better throughout the game. She started off a little bit flat, but yeah, doing great now.
Oh, yeah.
Nuga knockout stuck in the straightaway. And that our defense from the Heathers is really just doing a number on her.
High Rollers defense doing a number as well. Rogue One in there, up at somewhere around 6 penalties, but still playing well.
That should be it.
That's probably it for Rogue One, but it's not going to matter.
Yep. 12 seconds in the game. Rogue One having a seat in the penalty box. I could be wrong. It could only be that could be number 6 right there.
Yeah, it's not going to matter. This game is over as of now.
I was almost surprised they didn't call a timeout, but then again, not really.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, it's not like you're going to need an extra jam to try to work on point differential. This is the final game of the season. No reason to unnecessarily risk injury.
I completely agree. So, what's your take on what we just saw up there?
I think both teams played solid games overall.
Absolutely.
The High Rollers, they had a good defense, but they had a few mental gaps where their defense just wasn't solidified enough. Meanwhile, I think the Heathers were just a little bit more consistent on defense and were just better able to take advantage of penalties.
Yeah. You know, both teams I thought played a great defensive game. And both teams do have really good, strong players that can run the defense just incredible. I mean, there's Belle Star and Last Unicorn, and then you got Shaolin Spocker, and you know, there's all these good. So what it really came down to, in my opinion, there were some penalties that happened at the wrong time, and the Heathers honestly just capitalized on those, on the timing of those. Also, I think some of the jammers for the High Rollers just kind of struggled tonight.
Yeah.
I mean, they're good jammers. They really are. Bad Wolf's a great jammer. Lady Lux is up and coming. She's really good. Nuga Knockout, same thing. But I think the High Rollers jammers as a whole, as a unit, were struggling up against that Heathers defense.
Yeah. And certainly the Heathers jammers did have their issues. They had, I believe, 3 jams where they had double jammer penalties, but their defense was able to hold well enough and was consistent enough that they made it work.
Yeah. Yep. And sometimes with you got to get into a game. You got to feel it out. Get the all right. How's everything going? What are we doing now? And then once you get the feeling of how the other team is playing, then you can really start skating. All right, boys and girls at home, we've got a whole nother game coming up. We've got the championship game, and that is going to be the Breakneck Betties taking on the Guns and Rollers.
And that should be a great game. The Guns and Rollers, I believe, are looking for the opportunity to take home the title for the first time ever. So, yeah, they'll be out to play, and the Betties, I mean, This is it. This is the championship. You can't leave anything else out. So they're going to be out there ready to play too.
And you know, Guns N' Rollers have looked incredible all year long. They really have. They've been playing very, very strong. Betty's, they've had a good history lately of strong play. So it doesn't necessarily surprise me that they're here. But really, GNR coming out, after last season, they were, not doing as well as they obviously have been. And, man, they look incredible. So this ought to be a great game. We are going to be throwing it down to the track so we can get some MVPs. So, Puns, I've had myself a great time here.
Thank you, King. I've had a great time as well.
All right.
The fans at home have had a great time.
All right. Well, guys, we will see you next time. Thanks for joining us, and we're out of here.
Those are cool awards. All right, it looks like, hang on. Wow, these are amazing. Okay. What a game. Who do you have for MVP blocker?
We're going to give MVP blocker to Crush.
Crush, come on. Do you have blocker? Okay. All right, who do you have for MVP blocker for the High Rollers?
Rosemary's Baby.
Rolls, come on out. Bad Wolf, who is the MVP jammer of the Heartless Heathers?
We would like to give MVP jammer to Tegan and Scaria.
Yeah, MVP jammer. We're doing the fitting of the capes here now. Yeah, come on over. Who is your MVP jammer for the High Rollers? Apocalypse! First time back on the rotation in a while, and making a big statement was Apocalypse. Those are your MVPs. Let's get a quick picture of the MVPs. There, perfect. MVPs and captains together. Oops. Excellent. Now a full team picture real quick after regular man. And all right, quick picture everybody, and then we'll get the other teams ready to warm up. Come on, teams, come on. All right, real quick. I know the other two teams want us to get started getting warmed up. All right. Oh. Hang on, the picture is growing by the second. Heather's Poor Vita to the track, please. Where are the rest of the HPV? All right, here we go. Ready? Nice job, everybody. Great game. Way to finish the season. What? All right, let's clear the track, please. Let's clear the track so the Bettys and GNR can get warmed up. Please clear the track. All the spectators. We need to get y'all off the track, please, so we can have the other teams warm up. Everybody, please clear the track. The track is once again lava. Yep. All right, everybody, even y'all, off the track. Everybody, off the track, please. outfit is amazing. You look stunning. Absolutely stunning. All right, let's get the track cleared, please, so we can get everybody warming up. We don't want to have any incidental contact, please.
All right. Hey there, folks. I know everybody, we got about 5 minutes left before this next awesome championship game gets on. Now, you're probably out here watching the Guns N' Roses Rollers all warm up. Well, they have a fantastic fan prize for their biggest fan. So whoever their loudest, rowdiest, most excited Guns N' Rollers fan, you can win this awesome prize. So, get your drink on, get your food on, get your GNR gear on, and get rowdy.
I've got just one question to ask you all. Are you ready for some roller derby? That's right, we've got a championship game coming up between the Guns and Rollers and the Breakneck Betties. This spectacle of derby action is going to get underway in just a few short seconds. I am the King. I'm being joined by Toe Furious and Puns and Rollers. All right, so to get this, we're going to go ahead and take these two teams out. We're going to get it started with the Breakneck Betties.
All right. Hey, Daddy-O, let's introduce the Breakneck Betties. 10:55 is Abracadaver. 1:22 IV Cardi Attack. 13 is Drone. 160 Sprout of Control. 210 T Nasty. 23 Gallifrey. 25 Gingeraffe. 309 JMFK. 340 Ovarian Barbarian. Your captain, 426 Ripley. 666 Smelter Scouter. 1920 Susan B. Animosity. Number 9 is your mom's favorite. Number 8 Fleur de Lethal. And finally, 33 uppercase G. Your coaches, Captain Obvious, Mr. Wubbs, Lead Speaking Missile, and Beyond Thunder Dave. Put your hands together for the Breakneck Betties!
Well, it's time to get excited because here come the Guns and Rollers. Starting with 1221 Roller Eclipse. 136 Katie Quick. 221 Hound. 272 Aaron Ichi. 31 Lore Enforcer. 316 Evangelical. 32 Baba Boom. 419 Juvie Hall. 4911 Chica Destruction. 516 Irie Strider. 531 Bunny. 76 Raven Von Chaos. 808 You're Gonna Be Sorry. 868 Zip Drive. And 29 Artemis Foulmouth. Get your hands together for your Guns and Rollers.
Well, that
was courtesy of the King. I am Hamtramck. I am joined by Ophelia Mellon.
That's me.
And we are here on your web call of the championship game.
Woo!
Can you believe it's finally here?
It is finally here. This is the culmination of season 13 of the Rose City Rollers, and we will find the Guns N' Rollers taking on the Breakneck Betties. The Guns N' Rollers have not won a championship in those 12 seasons so far. Will they bring the upset?
Well, I mean, I don't know if you could call it an upset, as I think they're the #1 seed coming into this game. And as you so aptly mentioned, this is an exact rematch of last year's champs, but instead it's first and second instead of third and fourth.
Yeah, that's right. GNR's 5-1, Breakneck Betties 4-2 on the season, and the Guns N' Rollers' only loss, of course, comes at the hands of the Breakneck Betties. Here we go.
Wow, and they're already hitting the floor. And that is OB.
And Barbarian, she's got the highest points per jam in the entire league.
Yep, they are doing a great job this season. And rather quietly, you know, OB doesn't make a whole lot of noise about it, but definitely getting the job done for the Betties this season.
Zip Drive completed her initial pass on a scoring, and that jam gets called off.
And that first jam is called off, and it is low scoring there, 3-0. And we're coming into Jam 2 with, I believe, the leading score per jam it was, right, for Helical?
Points per jam at 6.34 points per jam, which is rad. Sprout of Control on the Breakneck Betties with 6 points per jam, and Gallifrey with 5.58 points a jam. And Gal's not even one of their jammers on high rotation.
Correct.
She can do anything.
Yep, and Abracadaver, it's getting lead jammer right now for the Betties. Abracadaver, my favorite style of jammer, the just bulldoze them down type of jammer.
You know it.
Helical, though, not far behind. Oh, and the quick hip action and call off is in time. No points for GNR.
I heard during the first game there were literal bees in the Bud Light penalty box. So if you saw any of those NSOs bouncing around or skaters, there were actual bees.
Well, that adds a degree of difficulty, doesn't it? Where's Nitty when you need her to trap the bees?
On to Jam 3 of this championship game. Breakneck Betties up by 5.
Yep, Laura Enforcer jamming for GNR. Gallifrey for the Betties. Just a big 8-wall over there in the apex, but Gallifrey finds room on the outside.
You know, like we just said, Gallifrey's not generally on their jammer rotation. She's their pivot. And it's a game like this where it's do or die, where you just put your pieces where they're going to best perform.
Last game of the season, you got to give them everything.
Here we have Lauren Forcer pushing up against Ginger Raff, and she's there with Ripley pinning her in. I can't see the third blocker in front of the penalty box, but that's Sprout of Control.
Gallifrey, just one of those skaters that just does everything.
Yes.
Just absolutely does everything and does it extremely well.
She reminds me of Carmen Getsum of the Rat City Rollers. Just kind of jack of all trades.
Yeah, Carmen Getsum getting voted to the alternates of the All-Star team at RollerCon this year.
There we go, Gallifrey with another 5-point natural grand slam. 10 points so far for the Betties.
Yeah, the Betties are really liking this jammer matchup right now.
Ginger Raff puts the kibosh there on Lauren Forcer. And that's a star pass.
Erin Ishii, yep.
So a little background on these teams. Looking at penalties for the entire season, out of 6 games, the Guns N' Rollers have 147 penalties, which is kind of the average for the league. The Breakneck Betties have 175.
Well, you know.
But they're the #1 and 2 teams, so.
Yeah, the Betties get stuff done, even, if that means going to the penalty box to get it done. That's just what you got to do.
According to math, that's like 30 penalties a game.
Oh, I don't know how to math.
Which is actually not that bad.
No, it's really not. It's not terrible, because that's 15 and a half. That's less than 1 per jam.
Zip drive. Lead jammer for the Guns N' Rollers, and they are wearing black with pink. Oh, cannot get past
Drone.
Drone.
Yep.
Small but mighty, Hamtramck.
Well, and that's the beautiful thing about roller derby. Every body type has an advantage in one way or another.
All right, so we have Evan Helical coming up to bat. Has she jammed yet?
She has.
Did she score points?
No.
So she has the highest, she's the top scorer of the Rose City Rollers. She has 399 points. So we're going to see her do her thing. And she's also the top lead jammer of the league at 70.1%.
Man, that's hard to do.
The next jammer is at 60-ish%. And that's actually Zip Drive and Gallifrey, so game to watch.
Well, they have just been dominant all season long. Guns N' Rollers staying undefeated until just very recently, as you mentioned. They really had the perfect season going on, and still nothing to hang their heads about as here they are in the championship game.
All blockers on the track here, right at that pivot line. You could see perfect walls for a moment in time, which you don't generally see. Very dynamic.
Well, still no points for Helical there. She'll have to stay at 399.
She's probably jinxed herself thinking about it. Or, you know what's probably the furthest thing from her mind? Be a good teammate is usually what's on her mind.
Yeah, I don't think any of the skaters are thinking about those individual records, but the Betties definitely off to an excellent start here, 20-3 going into Jam 6. Abracadabra pushing real hard. And both jammers actually just stuck. It's just another big 8-wall, just a massive bodies right there at the pivot line. Oh, but Abracadabra is gonna get through, but some great blocking by Irie actually stops what would have been a lead jammer for the Betties, and GNR gets it done. Chica Destruction, your lead jammer.
Interesting, a cut track penalty on Cadaver. Got some communications here from other refs to confirm that. So the first power jam of the game going to Chica Destruction.
Chica Destruction looking for, wow, big hit by Drone.
Drone is like the biggest,
she's a wrecking
best,
ball.
neatest blocker ever. It's such a small package. I can't get over that. She's fantastic.
Drone is a wrecking ball so far in this game. Ever since Drone made the Wheels of Justice charter, just has really turned a corner skills-wise. So Cadaver still stuck in the penalty box. So this is power start for Zip Drive and the Guns N' Rollers. But Cadaver, the only player in the box, so full complement of blockers for both sides.
Here, Katie Quick and Roller Eclipse trying to open it up on the inside for Zip Drive.
Yep, and then in on that one too was Vava Boom. Oh, Zip Drive looking down at the track, making sure none of those knee pads went out of bounds. Very heads-up derby play by Zip Drive as Cadaver now back on the track.
Wow, she just really barrels through, but she's got to be careful. She almost looked like she picked up a little momentum from out of bounds. I mean, keep an eye on that.
All right, now that tripod of GNR actually so effective they have to come up to stay in play.
Beautiful example of playing a smart pack. Great spacing and way to let go of the shiny object.
Yeah, and good communication too, because the bridge in that case was very vocal with the pack, letting them know that, hey, you need to come forward. So great job in communication so far by GNR as this game is tightening up score-wise.
No pack for quite a moment there. Usually it's at a breath that it changes, but there is no pack for a couple of beats.
Yeah, and I noticed in the first game, it seemed like there was a lot of leniency with regards to seeding a cut. It seemed like there was an awful lot of grace period allowed. Yeah. So, and that's good. It's championship weekend. We need to let the players play the game. I mean, the officials don't want to, have a huge impact on the game.
Well, yep, and there's a different head ref for this game. We'll see if that has any difference on the calls that are made.
Yeah, I believe is it Darth Bling this time,
yes,
it looks like?
That's right. Extremely dedicated volunteer for Rose City.
Well, all of them, really. All of the officials are extraordinarily dedicated. They give up so much of their time. Gallifrey now giving up some time on that front wall. Just made out of rubber, getting through the wall. Gallifrey.
It says Katie Quick on the scoreboard for Guns N' Rollers, but of course that is the one and only Evangelical.
Evangelical, yeah. And 400 is going to have to wait another jam.
That's insane.
But look at that, just like that, we have, you know, a 5-point game.
Absolutely.
After 20-3 start, you know, we're down to 5 points. So this is going to be, buckle up, folks, if you're out there and listening, which obviously you are if you're hearing my voice. That was a dumb thing to say. But buckle up, it's going to be a good one.
I want to give a shout out to Bridgeport Brewing. They are our newest, greatest, most delicious beer sponsor. They have a new beer out called the Rosé IPA. It is bomb diggity.
And we can tell you that from experience. We sampled that treat there and maybe still are. And it's going to be a forearm call on Ripley as Lauren Forcer gets lead jammer.
Ivy Card Attack breaks the plane of blockers. Keeping her eye on Lauren Forcer. Gets forced out by Sprouted Control. They are having a great season.
Oh, I think that was a late call off on the part of Lauren Forcer. I think the Bettys are going to get points here. Jam ref talking to the OPRs to see how many hips were passed. No word yet. Awful lot of conversation. 3 points now for the Bettys on that late call off.
Well, it's the championship game, and I mean, when you have a ref of this quality, Kieran Duncan on the outside pack, you will listen to things that he has to say, things he's observed.
Absolutely. So, Duncan and Jersey doing a great job on the outside.
It's a zip drive now jamming for GNR wearing black and Bavarian Barbarian in red, the lead jammer for the Breakneck Bettys.
And a forearm call on number 309 for the Bettys.
That's JMFK. I don't know exactly what the MF stands for, but I have a few ideas.
We'll have to check with our statistician to see if we know what that name is. And that's a 4-point jam for the Breakneck Bettys, 22-30. JMFK, a transfer out of the Illinois area, coming to Rose City.
You see Ripley down on the track with Sprouted Control. Both Ripley and Tenacity, also known as T-Nasty, are two of the highest rotation skaters in the league. They both skate, on average, 54.5% of all jams. That's more than every other.
Wow, and there's Helical. Here comes point number 400 and more. Coming around here, Helical, a transfer out of Naptown in Indianapolis. And there's the magical 400 barrier. Helical gets around.
Very nice.
And not being given the lap point for passing Cadaver there.
What a game, 27-30 with the Bettys on top right now. 17:41 remains in the first period.
Yep, OHSU Sports Medicine is proud to be the official medical care team of the Rose City Rollers. Well, Gallifrey donning the star for the Breakneck Bettys. Got their hands full of that GNR defense right now. Nobby there doing some work, but not able to hold it down. Gallifrey out and calling off. It was an immediate call off. I didn't see if the Guns N' Rollers had gotten out. No pass, no penalty, but that was an immediate call off as soon as getting lead jammer there. So it looks like Ivy Cardi Attack jamming for the Bettys up against Zip Drive. Ripley providing a little bit of last minute defense, beautiful shoulder. And Ripley is getting a penalty for it. And another immediate call off, so this is another 0-0 jam.
Well, when it's this close, this whole game is going to be like a knockdown, drag out,
trench
point
warfare.
For point. Absolutely.
Yep. Well, let's mention WSL Leadership Coaching, helping you be more awesome in your work, sport, and life.
Bum, bum, bum.
I know, right? Sounds so dramatic. Well, there comes Helical and OB, two very high-scoring jammers.
Oh, wow. Bunny all over OB. Putting a shoulder right into that chest. Force out there by T Nasty.
Yeah, and Irie not able to hold back OB. OB is on the scoring pass now as Helical still looking for room. Oh, taken out by Drone and having to recycle. Tenacity coming back in to assist OB along with Ripley, trying to get some offense going as Helical is out and collecting more points. And it's a 5-point jam for the Betties as they're going to preserve their lead for a little while longer.
And just like that, the first 15 minutes of the game has elapsed.
We're on track for a really low-scoring game.
Oh, absolutely.
Well, Cadaver and Lauren Forcer up next on the line.
Lauren was not has not been on their high rotation jammer list this season. It's great to see fresh blood. This is the year of GNR, indeed. They get some coaching from some of the finest skaters in the world.
I really believe that was the difference. I mean, the GNR has really had a landmark season, and now Cadaver, as we say that though, really taking charge in this jam. Just plowing the way through.
There she goes.
Big hit on Aaron Ishii there.
Right in between Aaron Ishii and Roller Eclipse there. Gets forced out by Ishii and calls that one off.
Yep, was up in there with Hound as well, and that jam will get called off. 7-0 jam in favor of the Betties in this, the championship game for 2018.
Question for you.
I have an answer for you. I don't know if it's good.
Why did Adele cross the road?
Oh, I feel like I know this, but I'm going to let you go.
To sing Hello from the Other Side.
I just wanted to hear you sing that.
Okay.
Nicely done.
Thank you.
And it's going to be zip drive. No, not quite getting a lead.
Oh, man, that's Drone.
Yep. And Skelter, but they were out of play. Oh, but look at this jammer race. Gallifrey turning on the jet.
Oh, my goodness, that was cool. Your mom's favorite, staying in front of the opposing jammer without making contact. They're out of play. Delivers her into the back of that pack. At the end of that, 0 for each other's efforts. It's the kind of game it's going to be, even though the Betties have pulled ahead by a short amount.
Really not much. 15 points is nothing.
It's Ivy Cardi attack on the line for the Betties now.
Up against Chica Destruction for GNR.
It's a clear penalty box, less than 13 minutes in the first period.
Yep. Ginger Athens out of control, working some great defense right there, getting some help on the outside. Can't see which skater that is. Oh, it's uppercase G. So they are just owning Chica right now.
And I believe that's Katie Quick as well.
And it's going to be a penalty. It's a power jam now for GNR as Ivy got called. They didn't make a cut track signal, but I think Chica thought she drew the cut.
Well, Chica's only got the help of 2 blockers. 4 are trying to crush her will and her spirit.
Well, that's what we're supposed to do. Betty's doing a great job right now killing off this power jam as Chica is not finding any room and has barely moved about 30 feet since the power jam started. And they're moving now, but the Betties are not allowing anything on this power jam. Great job by the Betties defense.
And we'll lose Vava Boom of GNR to the penalty box.
You know, and just like that, power jam over. And Chica not even able to get a scoring pass out of it. No lead jammer with 37 seconds left in the jam.
And it's 80 degrees in Portland, which may not sound like a lot if you're not from Portland, but it is. I mean, we're also in a swamp, technically. Oaks Amusement Park, our home for now.
For now.
This is officially our last championship game that we're going to have in 12 out of 12 years here at Oaks Park. But we're very low next to the river. The mighty Willamette.
in a metal box here.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Track temperature is probably somewhere closer to the 90-degree range. Yep, and just like that, the jam comes to an end, but not before the Bettys have scored 8 more points. All right, let's thank Two Town Cider. That is damn fine cider made here in the Pacific Northwest. That's what I said.
This live stream brought to you by Blaze Streaming Media. This bout in-house is sold the heck out, and it was sold out.
Over a week ago.
We have an official timeout.
Oh, what's that?
That's a taco timeout.
That's a taco timeout by Porque No.
Porque yes.
All right. I got that covered.
I don't know. Is it the other way around?
You know, we're just going to run with it. How about that? Yep.
Question.
Answer.
Why do blonde girls walk in groups of odd numbers?
Oh, I am not touching this one.
Because they can't even. I'm literally a valley girl from the valley. I'm allowed to say that.
You see, but I can't say that. I'm an MRDA skater. We get ourselves in enough trouble as it is.
You sure do. No comment.
I don't need any help from you,
though. Laugh in the general direction of the MRDA. Finest athletes in the world. I'll just leave it at that.
Okay, hey, it's Jam 18, everybody. Zip Drive jamming for GNR, trying to get through JMFK and Tenacity. They are out of play, and Zip Drive automatically lead jammer as OB not getting lead jammer, which is a rarity from one of the highest scoring jammers in the league. Finally, hangs a skate out of bounds. Going to have to recycle all the way back to Irie Strider. And Zip Drive, meanwhile, continues to collect points.
Ginger Raff returns to the track from the penalty box and pivot for the Breakneck Betties. Tenacity serving her penalty.
Well, no sooner did we mention the heat in here that the sun has gone down enough that they have opened the hangar doors now, and this beautiful rush of cool air has overwhelmed us.
It's a beautiful view.
We are lucky to live here. Well, Zip Drive is lead jammer and is trying to close up the points, and as I say that, collects 5 more as OB having a problem, and they're going to call that one off with no initial. Calling it off before the initial pass was even completed for the Breakneck Betties. 10-0 jam, which makes it a 10-point game.
It sure does. Less than 9 minutes remaining in this first half. This is blowing by.
Well, you know, when you get old, time flies.
Oh, man.
Well, we got Cadaver and Helical. Helical finding room on the inside and pushes right through Sprout and is lead jammer. Tenacity coming out of the penalty box now, and Helical hits the Betties wall hard. Ripley not able to contain, and Helical is out, and now right there with Cadaver.
I love seeing Ripley give Cadaver that old school push, which actually just gave her enough momentum to get in front of Evan Helical.
And forces the call off. A lot of Derby knowledge. The Derby force is strong with that Ripley one.
They're all so good, Hamtramck. They know stuff.
They know a lot of stuff.
Gallifrey returning to the line as a jammer for the Breakneck Betties. Tenacity, Drone, Skelter, and Jerry motherfucking Kelly on the line there.
Yep, and it's Lauren Forcer. The Lauren Forcer Gallifrey matchup was favored by the Betties last time they were out together, so we'll see what happens on this go round. JMFK working that inside, trying to get Gal through Irie Strider, and now JMFK has to break back into a bridging position, but Gallifrey gets lead as Lauren Forcer currently being dominated by that Betty's wall. A big hit by Drone. Oh, big shoulder check.
Oh, again.
Lauren Forcer able to spring free finally, but Gallifrey giving chase. Oh, and a big hit on Lauren Forcer. Slows it down, allows her to get some points, and the call off. 3 points for the Breakneck Betties just because Gal knocked Lauren Forcer out of bounds and it gave enough spacing. Heads up derby play, Gal knows things.
She does know things, and she's nice.
Really a nice human being. I did the blocker camp with them, and wow, amazing. With Gal and
two-time
OMG
world
and
champion.
Yeah, I mean they're kind of a big
Wheels
deal.
of Justice.
So yeah,
Cool.
so yeah.
Cool. Gal has scored 296 points, and she only played in 5 of the 6 games during the season.
Well, it's more now
Yeah.
since this game started. And now Zip Drive as GNR is really trying to get this comeback happening. Zip Drive's got about 60 feet on Ivy Cardi Attack and is looking to collect some points. Got at least one. It is one. 11-point game. Hey, let's shout out the Portland Mercury and She-Bop.
She-Bop.
She-Bop, She-Bop, a wee bop. They bop, you bop, and I bop.
She-Bop's cool. It is like a woman-run, woman-centric adult store here in Portland.
Yeah, it's a cool thing.
I didn't even mess up that read. Oh, look at that! Evangelical lead jammer for the Guns N' Rollers. They're down by 11 with 5.5 minutes remaining in this first period.
Spelter Skelter heading off to the penalty box for the Breakneck Betties. Oh, and Helical getting through again as this comeback is happening. That's 5 points. They need a couple more passes. Oh, Apex jumps work better in the Apex, but Helical still is going to go for the call off there. No points for the effort on that pass, but 5-0. And just chipping away at the Betties.
We have here a 6-point game, less than 5 minutes remaining in this first period. I want to remind the folks watching and listening at home, coming up June 22nd through 24th is the amazing annual Hometown Throwdown hosted by the Rose City Rollers.
Hometown Meltdown.
Yeah, that too. It's going to be hot. So watching online is usually a good option. Gotham's going to be here from New York. Malmo, Sweden's going to be here. And Los Angeles is going to be here. It'll be quite a weekend.
It's going to be some pretty high-class derby, so get your tickets. Don't be the ones on the outside looking in. Chica Destruction working against Ginger Aff and Sprout of Control. Not really making any room. Cadaver goes down hard.
A little incidental contact there, and she stays down. She wants the ref asked her if she's okay.
Yep.
She's saying yes, no, I don't know.
No, I saw that the jam ref, Force Majeure, had asked if everything was okay, and she initially said yes, and they have decided to go ahead and call this anyway. So some explanation going on of they're thinking of a possible head contact here on Cadaver, but everything seems to be okay, and skating off under their own power is Abracadaver. That is always a good thing to see. I think sometimes when you just get that big hit, you just have to just kind of do that systems check. Like,
oh yeah, am I actually okay?
Are all the parts still attached? All the functions seem to be
Well, you get
working.
the wind knocked out of you, and you're like, I'm fine, and then the pain hits.
I'm fine, but I can't breathe. Well, thankfully it was not anything major for Abracadaver. So they will have to sit out for 3 jams, though. The jam was called off for that. So, but that's about normal for a jammer anyways, to sit out 3. Oh, a little wraparound action by Tenacity there. No call, and Zip Drive is lead jammer.
And we will lose Jam FK to the Bud Light penalty box.
Yeah, Gallifrey looking for some room on the outside and not finding a whole lot. One of the rare times Gallifrey not lead jammer. Gallifrey finally finding some room, splitting the defense. And now is out. Zip Drive, but about 50 feet ahead, though, so we'll see. Oh, and that was a big, I think points were scored there by Gallifrey, though. Yep, got one. Zip drive with a big hit and fall going into the back of the pack. And would you look at the score, Melons?
Oh, I love that.
57-58. This is a great game. 3:19 left.
Yes, this is the league championship, you say?
It's kind of for all the last game. Got to give it everything. Hey, let's shout out Voodoo Donut, because you know where the magic is, right?
It's in the hole!
Oh! Proud sponsor of the Rose City Rollers and the Wheels of Justice. Did she spit out the beer? Almost. Close. All right.
Blaze Streaming Media thinks I'm funny.
I think you're funny, too.
Oh, thanks, Amtrak.
Wait a minute. They changed the score. It's 59-59.
Wait a second. It's a tie game? And we also have a Breakneck Betty's official review.
Oh. We should learn when to shut up.
Well, that's not going to happen.
Pretty much not. That's not what we're here for. Well, this is pretty much every bit of what I expected this game to be. Tied game. Couple points here. I think the most points we've seen in a jam so far is 10, if that. I made that statistic up. I really don't know. But it doesn't seem like we've had any runaway jams so far.
Oh, no. Question.
Answer.
How do you tell if a vampire is sick?
If a vampire is sick?
Mm-hmm.
I think just by virtue of the fact that they're a vamp. Well, I don't know.
By how much he's coughing.
Ba-dum-bum.
See, that's when we need to shut up, is when the head ref announced the nature of the official review that we failed to listen to. But what I can tell you is that we don't know what happened. But what happened was an official review was called by the Breakneck Betties, and they do not retain their official review. The refs did not change their mind on a call.
Also a strategic...
I take responsibility for that.
A strategic way to... Yeah, dad jokes before anything else, apparently. Oh, here comes Helical. Lead jammer. Betty's not able to hold.
It smells like hot dogs.
We have a potential star pass here.
Wow, beautiful hit there. Even Helical out front. She's lead, and she's got 5 points. And that is a lead change. We got Guns N' Rollers on top by 5.
First time in the game, Guns N' Rollers have been on top. Yep, Helical. They want to run this jam. Oh, and they're going to do it, but not before Ivy Cardi Attack picks up some points. Oh, Helical just skates through almost untouched.
Fleur de Lethal in the penalty box for the Betties. And I can see OMG giving the signal to just go. You're doing the thing, go.
Helical took a big hit from Ripley there on the outside line. Ripley continuing.
You know, so interesting, and you can see it really well from this perspective, how carefully Ripley maintained her contact with Evan Helical to go laterally.
Beautiful stuff back.
And to know what angle you can go at the crest of the apex is just really hard.
Right, it is hard because geometry is hard, and but a great job of Ripley to maintain that contact, like you said, without affecting the jammer's relative position.
Yes. Nice work.
And as soon as I say we haven't had any high-scoring jams, that's a 15-7 jam.
Well, that's what put them in the lead there.
I should start talking more. All right, it is Lauren Forcer for GNR up against Drone and Skelter. Skelter going to the ground, Drone going to the box, and Lauren Forcer is your lead jammer. GNR, I mean, it seems like maybe there were some butterflies going in at the beginning of the game, but they have really found their groove.
Oh, absolutely.
And the Betties have great jammers, and they are really holding them back. Lauren Forcer not taking any crap from Skelter. Calls off that jam, 5-0 jam with 1 minute left to play in the half.
Incredible. I'm just looking here at the Guns N' Rollers roster. If we have a mix-up, we have a number 31, Lauren Forcer, a number 316, Evan Helical, and a number 531 in Bunny. So when we see those jerseys, we got to be real sure. Thanks, GNR.
Yeah, GNR.
What a game.
looking like this is going to be the last jam of the half. Zip drive almost untouched on the inside line, but hey, that gets out Cadaver as well.
Well, they managed to take down Ripley. She was going to be goated, but then Sprout and your mom drop back with her. She's got Ripley's point. She's got Drone's point.
Drone's trying to get some offense going for Cadaver here. Oh, and then Drone with the last-ditch effort to get Zip drive and gets it, but not before drawing the cut call as Zip drive cut pretty much her whole team.
Cool. So the period has expired, and we will put our attention to that jam clock. The lead jammer was Zip drive. She's in the penalty box, so this will be a full 2-minute jam, which is always exciting at the end of a half or a game.
And Cadaver here pretty much has no choice but to run this.
Oh, Drone, you're so good.
Oh, and that should be a low block there on Roller Eclipse.
And that is the call.
Hound, rather. That's Hound going to the box.
221.
Yep.
Yeah, we have a 221 and a 1-2-2-1.
I would think a star pass would be coming here, but Ripley is really nowhere near Cadaver. Is Cadaver really looking like she's kind of done with this?
Zip drive back on the track. Shimmies around Drone and gets those 4 points.
Well, GNR may be able to hang on to this lead after all. Cadaver getting through.
Well, Abracadabra's already got, what is that, 15 or 10?
Got 10 on the board so far, only 17 seconds. Whoa!
I don't think anyone was expecting that. It was like a psych-out apex jump. That was incredible.
That was an amazing piece of athleticism by Abracadaver, and a back block call now on Abracadaver, so the second half will start with a power jam for GNR. And GNR will retain the lead by only 3 points.
Oh, man. 5 points.
Oh, 5. Whoa, that changed.
5 points.
It's
separating these teams. It's halftime.
Championship game. What more can you ask for?
Freaking cool, man.
And a power start for GNR for a full 30 seconds going into the second half.
At halftime, they're going to have a great halftime activity. They're going to do the raffle. And our friends at Franz have a treat for our fans in the house.
And then you know what else? They're honoring Skinner for their service to the league before moving to Illinois, I believe. So that's the feature that you'll be able to hear, and Punch is going to give some words on that topic. Expect Punch to get a little emotional. And we'll see y'all in about 15 minutes.
All right, we're going to get this game started here in just a few seconds, but we're going to have a triathlon for these great folks out here. So I'm down here with Skinner. Why don't you explain to the nice folks out here how this is all going to work?
Yeah, so apparently we're going to be conducting a triathlon here today. The first element of it, you see, we have our horses ready on the line, ready to go. These horses will be galloping all the way around the apex, all the way to where you see these cones at the next jam line. Our contestants will then be swimming with their stomachs on these skateboards, all the way to this next line where we see these tiny tricycles ready for the tricycling portion of it. They will be doing a handoff to their partners, tricycling again, skateboarding, and horses at the end.
Well, there you have it. So you're going to get a little bit of everything, including the kitchen sink. So we're going to get this started up right now. And so if I can get my first 3 awesome contestants out there, you're going to be galloping all the way over to the other pivot line. On your marks, get set, go! Holy smokes! Skinner's cheating. That was almost a photo finish. Yeah, we have our winner. All right. But we've got a fantastic trophy right here. Skinner, you're actually our big wiener.
Wait. Hi, everybody. This is Punch. The reason we have a trophy for Skinner, even though she lost, is because she's accepted a job offer on the East Coast doing something super cool with monkey brains that I'm sure is going to change the world, right? Yeah. Okay, we're going to go with that. So I made her this trophy for putting up with us all these years and to thank her for everything, and she'll never forget us, and let me show you why. Because that's creepy. And it opens up. Wait, it gets better. And it has brains. Okay? And so I'm guessing you're all asking what this has to do with monkeys. Well, I use Gorilla Glue to get it all on there. There you go.
Very nice. All right. We're going to get this cleaned up real quick. And for those of you who have been here a couple times, who likes free bread? I got that guy's attention. Yeah, we've got bread. Get your hands in the air. You gotta have your hands. Bum, bum, bum. Good times never seem so good. line. You see, when you're a head announcer, you can come down here and sing to y'all. All right, folks, we are about to do the raffle. I don't know if you guys have been out to the beer garden and saw that cool stuff out there, but let me break it down to you. Bridgeport has donated some awesome stuff. It is a full camping kitchen valued at $225, a fire pit valued at $150, a canvas cooler valued at $125, and 2 Bridgeport camping blankets valued at $50 each. Total value is over $600. So, are you guys excited to win this stuff? Amtrak, you can't win. All right, get your tickets out and get ready, because here it comes. My lucky winner is 961009. 961009. I hear the woo-hoo. Don't tease me like that, y'all. 961009. You got it? All right, we've got a winner. Let's take a look. You got it, sir? All right, come over here and see these nice folks. They're going to get you all taken care of. I'm sorry, what am I doing? Oh. I was going to try and slide him in your pocket. I was like, no.
And we are almost back. At halftime, your score, Guns N' Rollers 85, Breakneck Betties 81. Who's been enjoying this? Who hasn't been enjoying this and why?
All right, we are back.
We're back.
For the, you made it.
I'm here.
I'm sorry you didn't win the raffle, Hamtrak.
I know. I was really hoping for that.
There's some
but
cool camping stuff.
But that's okay. I don't camp.
Oh.
Why
that hurt my heart.
Why offend all the people that gave their lives to create flush toilets and air conditioning?
All right. So, wait, now it's a 4-point game. They added a point to the Betties.
Yeah, they did. It was like a mystery point or something.
Cool.
Zip drive out, lead jammer on this jam #1, power jam for the Guns N' Rollers.
You know what?
Wow, look what you got. That must be that Bridgeport Rosé IPA.
It is.
Woohoo!
I don't usually drink when I'm working, but a responsibly enjoyed beverage on a
Sponsorship
humid day.
promotion.
Yes.
You know.
Oh, yeah, 4 points up there for Zip Drive. Pulling ahead just ever so slightly.
Cadaver now back out on the track for the Breakneck Betties.
Oh, man, I love seeing Sprout of Control gaze upon the approaching jammer and, like, lock down.
Yeah, Sprout is a force to be reckoned with out there and is having a great game today.
Oh, Ripley, gotta be careful with
that direction was close.
Yeah, but her feet.
The feet weren't moving.
It was definitely her body leaning forward, but with hat down, hat down.
But are they protecting the hat? That's the thing.
Yeah, yeah, Bunny's straddling that bad boy.
That's really.
You can't get
it. Marginal. Yep.
It's scary because you have to bend over and get it, and then
that's
you're
a penalty
in a
too.
Yeah, like it's a vulnerable position to be in. Not that anyone's allowed to hit you.
Nope. Now Yoga Nabisari is the last line of defense and gonna get a penalty for it. And Cadaver finally out on initial, but not before the damage has been done by the Guns N' Rollers. That is a full mess of how many points? Is it just 4? Oh, Bonnie Thunder's having a word with the jam ref right now for GNR. Wow, no points. No points out on that last pass. 4-0 GNR on that one. 89-81 is your score. Gallifrey jamming for the breakneck Betties and is in through inside line, making it look easy, but not far behind. Evangelical about 30 feet behind. Pack speeds up and Gallifrey looking for points, getting through, gets all of them, and the call. Nicely done by Gallifrey and the breakneck Betties.
Well, Gallifrey certainly a contender as the league MVP. When I look at the top stats in every category, her name is in the top 3, whether it's blocking or jamming. She's got the best plus minus in the league as a blocker, and so when she's on the track, 5.7 points are scored for her team more than the other team. So cool.
And that's
and there's a lot of factors to the plus minuses, but it's still an honor and a point of pride to see that you make an impact.
Gallifrey also voted an alternate for the All-Star game at RollerCon this year. A lot of Rose City skaters really, though, making that prestigious list.
Prestigious.
And it's 5 points for OB as the Betties are now only within 3. Could this be a lead change? It looks like it. OB's gotten all the points, just needs to get out.
Oh, last minute attempt there.
And that is an official lead change. Zip Drive finally able to get out of the pack, and OB is now putting more gap and calling it off. That makes it 99-93, 14-0 jam, and OB has put the Betties back on top. You look confused, Melons. What's going on?
I'm trying to look up a skater's number, and I can't find it.
Huh.
And that's not, like, uncommon.
What?
For me to look confused.
Well, that's all of us, really. Ivy Cardi attack against Chica Destruction. Both jammers stuck in their respective walls. Chica pushing on the front wall, getting the Betties now to stretch out. They had to drop a bridge. Whereas Ivy dealing with the full 4 wall. Chica just trying to power that wall forward.
Yeah, she's in like a big old sweaty mess over there.
Betties are tight, tight, tight.
Drone holding it down.
I mean, Drone's body is at a 45-degree angle bracing and just dug in. Chica really is just giving it everything and just not getting very far.
Oh, careful re-entry there by Ivy. Will it buy her?
Whoa, Ivy.
It does!
Wow, it took a whole minute, Melons.
Great focus. Another skater that we can see improvement in every game. Oh.
You know, and Ivy also another skater.
Might be a low block here. Yeah.
Oh, I was just going to say has done a good job of staying out of the penalty
well,
box.
that's definitely like accidental contact.
Well, then there you have it. But Ivy has really cleaned up their game.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Wow, this song has a lot of bass.
That's all I can feel is the bass. I don't know if y'all can hear that at home, but holy smoke.
Is that Agent Meow? It's Agent Meow, the best DJ in roller derby, period.
JMFK heading to the box as Ivy is now standing and now released back to the track.
A few more seconds here. They're just trying to hang on.
Looks like we're in the middle of a star pass here to Hound. And that is going to end the jam.
Breakneck Betty's playing every second of that jam. That was pure focus.
2-minute jam and only 4 points to the Breakneck Betties as they are now 10 points out.
You can see Sprout after blocking in a 2-minute jam still on the track. Incredible.
Well, the normal track coach for the Breakneck Betties, Psycho, is out of state. And Beyond Thunderdame stepping in as track coach for this championship game.
I'm sure they're great. Here we go, Abracadabra lead jammer. Now the Betties do have a lead of 10 We have 22 minutes and change in this exciting championship bout of the Rose City Rollers.
Oh, did she get G's point? No.
Well, she sort of got bounced out of bounds, used that momentum to go ahead and call it off in a timely manner.
2-0 for Cadaver and the Betties.
JMFK standing in that Bud Light penalty box.
You know, and up next on that Tonkin.com jammer line is Gallifrey and Zip Drive. The largest selection of new and used autos in the Pacific Northwest is only a click away at Tonkin.com.
Ooh, a little chippy contact there. It's Drone and Zip. Man, Gallifrey is that blur of red across your screen. Oh man, Drone was in perfect blocking position, but Zip was able to jump right on over.
Yeah, not getting any points for it though. Yeah,
still cool.
Yeah,
cool points for Zip Drive.
Yeah,
man,
those count somehow, somewhere. And we are back to OB and Lauren Forcer.
Seeing a lot of positivity on both of these team benches, high fives and smiles, and sweat.
Oh, Ripley with the beautiful offense to get OB out. And lead jammer for the Betties. It seems like the Betties have had I'm sensing a momentum shift here, and the Betties are starting to really clamp this one down and kind of own this half.
Well, look at this GNR line coming up the inside, and they're not able to catch OB. You're going to be sorry up there making contact with GNR, setting up that wall, but it was on the inside, and OB is around the out. Great hit there by, Nobby, but OB being sent to the penalty box.
Well,
cut track.
This is a good time to have a power jam for the Guns and Rollers, as we have a star pass to Irie Strider. Irie's going to try and make the best of this and ease up the damage here. Pack begins to speed up right back at the jam line. Ginger Aft goes for the hit. Doesn't happen. But the Betties reform beautifully, and Irie gets around with a beautiful move. Oh, but it's not over yet. Ripley. Oh, wow. Big smiles from Irie Strider, though, after narrowly escaping Ripley on that back straightaway.
So good at stuff.
Irie Strider doing great things now. Almost got the most points in this jam, as now both jammers back on the track. Now, OB may have had points in the bag before, and a forearm call on 5-3-1. That is Bunny. Irie not having as much luck with the pack this time around, and the Betties end up winning that jam 13-8, as OB definitely had points in the bag.
We may, toward the end of the game, we may look at this as a pivotal jam. Both of these teams scoring so many points, but those 16 points really pushing the Betties into one of the bigger leads of the game, which is not much.
No, it's not, and they are really adding points continuously as we speak. Well, Helical hits that Betty's wall hard, but is not able to get through. Drone and Skelter doing work with JMFK. Tenacity having to bridge the pack. And Ivy is just stuck in that GNR wall right now. Aaron Ishii out there on the outside with Hound. And it is going to be a penalty on Evan Helical. It's a power jam, and now the star has come off of the helmet of Ivy Cardiac. This is a 2-minute jam.
No problem.
Not for us.
Oh, that was cool. Ivy made hip-to-hip contact there with a Guns N' Roller blocker and knocked them down, but that contact was used as momentum the opposite direction. That's physics.
Well, Helical now out of the box. Already 10 points in the bank for Ivy Cardi Attack, and more on the way as they get through again.
That is a really delightful bench of coaches over on the Betties.
Hey, really.
They're like, woo, keep going.
There's a lot
You're doing great.
A lot of pizzazz out there. Yeah, Bunny trying to hold back Ivy, and Ivy is able to push through and get 5 more points. This is a fantastic jam for Ivy and the Betties right now. Oh, Helical trying to take out Ivy now, but Helical finds room on the inside, getting through. And it is a cut call for Helical. It's a power jam for the Betties.
Whoa, Betties. Whoa, Betties. Whoa.
And it'll be a full 30 seconds.
Yeah.
And we have a timeout for the Guns N' Rollers. This is a good timeout because not only did we have that momentum shift, now they're going to have to be shorthanded in the jammer department going into jam number 9 here as it's a 24-0 jam.
Yikes.
For the Breakneck Betties as this one's starting to open up a little bit.
Yeah, I want to give a shout out to the team sponsors. Breakneck Betties have a great relationship with Kelly's Olympian. That's a great bar in downtown Portland. If you're in town, check
Since
out.
1902.
Dang.
Yep.
That's like a couple years after you were born.
Wow.
Yikes. And the Guns N' Rollers' favorite sponsor, Compassion Arts PDX. Thanks to Hammond Bennett at Compassion Arts PDX. Pretty cool.
Did you just say I was born in 1904? Wow.
No, 1900. 2 years before.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, that's even better, I guess.
You look
I
good.
look good for 118.
Dang,
Great minds.
Amtrak. What's up?
Well, alrighty then. Yeah, it's time for shots. Well, hey.
Don't you hate it when someone answers their own questions? I do.
I don't know what website you're getting these off of, but it really needs to be banned. Wow!
Oh, man!
Cadaver said, I don't think so. Wow! Juvie Hall did their best to stay up, but Cadaver's just like, nothing. You ain't having it. Ripley with great offense there. This is a theme I'm seeing tonight. Ripley just doing all the things. Helical back out on the track now, and they're going to have to make a 2-wall out of Sprout and your mom's favorite, and it doesn't work. And Helical is out on initial. So Cadaver just calls it off. 4-0 jam for the Breakneck Betties. Just doing what they have to do to maintain this lead. Hey, let's shout out Selwood Pet Supply.
Okay.
Quality nutrition and supplies for your pet.
A lot of times they have a cool cat in there up for adoption. Can always adopt. Don't
Our
shop.
very own Effie works there.
That's
and
right, Effie
will
Stoneham.
take great care of you at Selwood Pet Supply.
All-Star Rose City Rollers volunteer.
Yep.
They are the team manager of the Wheels of Justice. A thankless job. I am thanking you right now.
That's right. So you can't no longer call it a thankless job. And there's goes Zip Drive. Getting lead jammer over Gallifrey.
Look at that. So, yeah, Gallifrey, young.
Wow!
So much
Zip
experience.
Drive. What a direction change.
Holy cow. So much skill down there. I was just so mesmerized by the speed and form of Gallifrey.
That's easy to do. That's hypnotizing.
Absolutely. 108-153. Betty's on top. And now the Betties are technically second place coming into this game. They're 4-2. Guns N' Rollers 5-1. That one loss does come at the hands of Breakneck Betties. But, you know, the Guns N' Rollers, having never won a league championship, and this being the 13th season, you can't help but root for them as an underdog.
Absolutely you want to root for the underdog.
But the Betties laying it down now. We're already in, like, the last quarter of a championship game.
We really are. Time is flying off of this clock. It was in the first half, too.
Nabi.
Yoganabi, sorry, recycling, OB.
Obi goes right into the back.
Irie Strider.
Irie Strider. Heck of a game.
Oh, RVK going off to the box.
Captain of GNR.
Nobby now jamming for GNR as we've had a star pass.
Yep.
And Obi not calling this one off, getting instructions to keep it moving.
Oh, well, that's called trust. Offense, it gets them through. I'm still seeing the signal to go, 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 go. I mean, especially after there's a star pass. I mean, that's the savage thing to do. Like, your pivots are obviously great skaters. They're great jammers, too. But they're given the star for a reason. They're already tired, and they're given the star. And so that's when you go savage, and you just run that jam after a star pass.
That's a great way to put it. Going savage. Yep, and that's going to be another penalty on RVK. Direction of play. And uppercase G providing some offense there. It looks like a multiplayer block on Fleur de Lethal as Nobby is out now and getting another 4 points. And Obi is going to call this one off, and that's a 12-8 jam in favor of the Betties, and the most 17-8 jam in favor of the Betties, and more importantly, eating up clock.
Plenty of time left, but when you have secured a 54-point lead, that's all you care about, is that clock.
And that's true because
I mean, at the home team level, if we're talking about like WF2A Division I, we can talk stats for days, but like, yeah, clock management.
Yes, it's absolutely a thing, especially when you have that forced 30 seconds between jams. It becomes absolutely crucial that you use the clock to your advantage. GNR still has 2 timeouts and an official review, and whoa! Helical taken out by Drone. No pass, no penalty on Tenacity, and is out on initial.
Doesn't even seem to lose too much momentum. We got a forearm penalty now on Ivy Cardi attack. Evan Helical about to hit this pack, depleted pack. One breakneck Betty in the box. Fleur de Lethal catching up from behind, but Tenacity's on the track, and that's a problem. Actually, it's not.
Not a problem for Helical. Not a problem for Helical this time around. Normally, Tenacity is a tough customer, but Helical's a tough jammer, so that's how it works. RVK providing some offense for Helical, breaks up that Betty's wall, but they're able to reform just enough, and a little slip is all they need. Tenacity
and we
dropping.
got the little guys blocking up front, and they badass.
Oh, Helical a little bit tired, trying to knock Ivy out of bounds.
Again,
not going to happen.
Watching this, man, no gas in the tank. Still 30 seconds. It's going to be a full 2-minute jam.
Yep. Yeah, Helical's not looking super excited about this jam. Well, this is conditioning right here, and this is where the training shows, and if you can finish a very physical, hard game, and this has been a very physical game.
Wasn't the game like tied at halftime-ish?
Ish.
Yeah.
I think it was 4 points between them at the half.
You're right.
And now it's really opened up to pretty much what the final score was of the first game tonight.
I can't remember because I partake in the agriculture of Oregon. State-sponsored agriculture.
I got you.
Marijuana.
It took me a second, yeah.
It's for people over 21 to use responsibly.
You sound like a public service announcer.
I am a public service announcer.
Zip drive jamming for, and the shirt whip does not work for Zip drive. And Cadaver is lead. A little bit of the hippie lettuce for you there, Melons.
Oh man, the jazz grass. Ooh. On occasion. Oh, Abracadaver back block. Again, 9.5 minutes for GNR to chip away at a 40-something point differential
They need very, very good offense here. They do have a one blocker in Ripley also in the box, so that's going to help. 5 points here, 5 points there.
Is that Bunny? Yeah, 531 Bunny. Incredible offense there.
Well, the Betties are still down 1, and it's a big one in Ripley, your mom's favorite, not able to hold Zip Drive back. This is an ideal situation, but now they have to go back to defense, but 10 points already in the bank for Zip Drive.
Yeah, when you're that blocker out front, you got to throw on those brakes. All right, abracadabra. 4 more. Zip Drive already with 10 in the hole.
And more coming, but just needs to escape Sprout.
Sprout still in play, and let's go.
Let's go.
Hi, referee, I see you. I'm just going to go back now. Directional penalty there on Ginger Raff, and both of their long legs have been painted.
Oh, Ripley.
Oh, my goodness.
Ripley with the desperation hit and just not able to stop Zip Drive.
Did Zip used to be a ballet dancer?
Ripley calling for a star pass from Cadaver, but not getting it, and now has to play defense again as Zip Drive has made their way back around. And I believe the jam ended naturally. I didn't see a call off and a team timeout for GNR after an 18-4 jam.
Ooh.
That was a great jam.
23-7.
I'm calling these too early.
Oh, goodness.
152, 183, and this thing is starting to tighten up. If you remember, the last 2 games of last season with the Betties and GNR
I can't even remember 2 jams ago.
were last jam lead changes.
Yeah, I do remember that. It's timeout. I feel like this is a good time to talk about Rose City Rollers. We need a new venue.
We kind of do.
It's kind of a bummer. We've been here for 12 years.
Kind of attached.
Yeah, but because of updated fire codes and whatnot,
California ruins everything.
No, lives were lost. It's okay, but our Oaks Amusement Park not able to pay for our sprinklers and fire upgrades, and we can't. So we're looking for, hey, if you have 25,000 square feet handy with 20-foot ceilings, we're looking for you.
At an affordable price.
An affordable price, access to transit, Southeast would be preferential for me.
Me too. Me too.
But help us find a home. RoseCityRollers.com for more information if you or anyone you know have any leads for us.
You may have seen us on the NBC Nightly News.
Oh, no big deal.
Yeah.
No big deal.
I mean, we're kind of a thing.
Yeah.
Wow, big hit there between Lauren Forcer and Tenacity, but not before Gallifrey gets lead jammer. Oh
man.
Gallifrey spinning is winning.
So agile. They spun out of bounds, got really low in a crouching position, and were still attacking that 2-wall up front.
Crouching Tiger, hidden gal.
No kidding. That didn't work, but I like it.
You know what? I try. Gallifrey spinning again, but only runs into more black jerseys. Meanwhile, Lauren Forcer.
Roller Eclipse, Katie Quick, and Bunny.
Oh, that's a cut. That's a cut on Gallifrey. Didn't get all of them. Power jam, GNR.
This is what we're looking for. I mean, they were 50-some points behind a few moments ago. Now we're looking at 30.
Much closer, but if their offense doesn't get their act together on this power jam, it's not going to make a difference. Oh, there are just Betties everywhere. It's like they're multiplying. Lauren Forcer cannot find anything on this power jam.
Everyone's doing stuff.
Everyone's doing stuff, but nothing's happening.
I know. What?
Oh, Lauren Forcer almost through, and it gets knocked out of bounds. Drone's going to recycle back to turn 1. The rope is dangerous.
Oh,
Be careful.
You are tired, but also a badass. Oh, there goes Gal. 4 points.
Collecting the first points of the jam. Oh, and there's 5 more.
I think people expected them to do an apex jump, but they went right through the middle.
Right through the middle. Wow, and despite the power jam, Betty still win that jam.
Wow.
9-0 despite being out their jammer for 30 seconds.
If the Betties are victorious, that would be the jam I would choose to exemplify their success.
Bridgeport Brewing, of course, the creators of this fine rosé IPA we're drinking tonight. Thanks to Bridgeport for also the wonderful donations for the raffle.
We love Bridgeport. There they go. OB lead jammer. But Zip Drive has some issues with that.
Oh, RVK with a big hit. Looking for a back block call. Not going to get it. And that's a 0-0 jam. Hey, let's shout out Echo Construction. Let the friendly people at Echo Construction help you out with any custom home building, remodels, and they also love roller derby.
Sweet.
Yeah, yo.
I stepped on a nail this week, working on somebody's house.
Ew.
Like I stepped down,
Like
and when I
all the
picked
way-
up my foot, a 2x4 was stuck to the bottom of my foot.
Oh, shoot.
It didn't go all the way through my foot, but you know,
Scary
it was
a little
awful.
bit. Yep. Ivy Cardi attack.
So hire the
jamming footage.
professionals,
Yes.
is my point.
Wait, you are the professional.
I know, don't tell anybody that.
Oh, Helical with lead
Dang.
jammer with just over 4 minutes left in this game.
I expect she'll be league MVP jammer.
And both jammers just looking tired. I think the whole bench is tired on both sides.
And I just want to say, this championship doubleheader was sold out like a week ago, and our fans here are so into it. There are so many people dressed in like the red and the checkers, and the high rollers have crazy fans, GNR has crazy fans, and we just love our fans out here at Rose City. And if you're watching and you're in the hood, meet us over at the Nightlight Lounge following this game. We will be having our official after party there over in the Clinton Division neighborhood. I will be ordering some nachos.
Well, the Betty's fans now leading some cheers now.
4 minutes.
Happy that their team seems to be large and in charge of this championship game, but there is still 4 minutes left. Probably a well-called timeout here by the Guns N' Rollers.
Interesting to note, the Betties still have all 3 timeouts and their official review. They don't find them necessary.
And I don't think they'll be used. Well, here we go into Jam 16. As previously mentioned, 3:58 left on the clock to determine this championship. The first half was very close. The second half has been mostly breakneck Betties. Zip Drive trying to get in on Drone and JMFK. Finally finds room on the outside. Zip Drive with the game kind of on their shoulders right now.
I don't want to get ahead of myself, but if the Betties were to win, they haven't won a championship since 2014.
You are getting ahead of yourself because it's not over yet. Cadaver finally getting out on initial. Zip Drive looking to get more points, but here comes Cadaver.
Ooh,
Can't
boy.
allow them any more points.
Recycled here to that pivot line right behind Tenacity. Oh, makes it around Tenacity, but takes a step out because of Drone.
Oh, Zip Drive with 1 to beat it. Skelter, now Tenacity reforming around. Skelter able to push Drone back into position.
There you go.
Oh, excuse me. And Tenacity is able to recycle Zip Drive out. 4-2, it looks like, is the final on that jam.
I don't mean to get crazy. I'm just trying to provide some context.
Fair.
Last
fair.
season, the Heartless Heathers won, and they came out in 3rd place this season. And then the 3 seasons before that, 2 or 3 seasons before that, the High Rollers had like a few years of championships. And so the Betties won in 2014.
Oh, we have an official timeout. Ooh. That is a taco timeout. Por qué no?
Por qué yes.
Hey, and while we're at it, PDX Pipeline, your online source for Portland's music, arts, and events happenings. Kind of a short official timeout there, but it does stop the clock.
Sure does. You got 2:31 remaining in this game.
Only 34 points between the teams. It is doable. Gallifrey trying to get lead jammer, almost does, but there's an illegal contact on Gallifrey. Power jam for the Guns N' Rollers and Chica Destruction. We can't say that GNR's not getting their tries. They really are.
Yeah, they've been handed quite a few power jams in the second half.
Just unable to do much with them.
Oh, it was no passing penalty. The only loss that the Guns N' Rollers have this season is to the Breakneck Betties, and that was recently, April 6th. The Betties won by about 30 points.
Chica out and lead now. Game with 1:45 left. Gallifrey back on track.
Ooh.
Wow. And that's just the way the game has gone for GNR here in the second half. They get the opportunities, they can't make it happen, and they have to get the call off.
She stopped so fast.
She got a 5-0, but at this juncture of the game, with 1:26 left, you don't have time for that.
You got to go commander balls out.
Well, they need a jam. They need a favorable jammer matchup.
Well,
Helical and OB,
choice.
yeah.
Smart choice on both teams.
Yep.
I would definitely put OB out there.
Oh, wow, and OB there. That's going to pretty much ice this thing, I think. They can end the game in this jam.
And the Betties have some real smart blockers out there. They have Sprouted Control, Ripley, Gingeraf,
Drone.
and Drone.
Yep.
Really smart skaters that are going to know exactly how to control these last few very important seconds.
Yeah, Drone the MVP, in my opinion, for blocker in this game. Really had a phenomenal game.
I don't disagree.
Well, just now a half a minute left, and I don't think it's too early to say that the Breakneck Betties will be the champions in 2018.
This is, always good to see a mix-up in the champions, but this is the year of the Guns N' Rollers. And they have transformed into a real team, and they are the team to watch in 2019.
Well, they were always a real team. They were just able to put all the pieces together in the right order this year, and unfortunately just came up a little bit short in this championship game.
There it is.
And the Betties have done it.
Look at them. Gallifrey so happy the team celebrating a hard-fought victory.
My heart hurts for GNR. To put together a season where they went 5-0, one loss to the Betties, and then to give up the championship game like this. After such an amazing first half, it breaks the heart.
That's right, but that's the way the cookie crumbles, Amtrak.
Yep, melons, and this cookie is officially crumbled.
All right, so this marks the end of the 2018 Rose City Rollers Season 13.
Home season.
Home season.
Still plenty of derby happening here.
Coming up, June 22nd through 24th, world-class derby. Sweden, New York, Los Angeles, and Portland, all four corners of the world competing here, Hometown Throwdown, and we will be streaming that live. We hope you will join us. And thank you to all for watching and supporting the Rose City Rollers. I'm Melons.
I'm Hamtrak. You are the best partner I can have. You are the best. And thank you from us, and we're going to give it back down to the King.
He's so great.
He's pretty amazing.
He's the best. Okay.
Yeah, and he's going to walk us through the MVPs. We thank you for joining us. Enjoy your MVPs.
Oh, wait, they get medals, too. It's a championship
game. Oh, yeah, that thing. You know that, and there's probably going to be a trophy and stuff.
Oh, cool. I think it's like the Rob Lobster Memorial Trophy, I think.
Aww.
Yeah.
B-52.
B-52. All right, thank you so much. Have a wonderful weekend, and we will always be back.
right, it's time to get some folks out here and announce the MVPs. All right, Breakneck Betties. So, great game out there tonight. So, who on the Guns N' Rollers was your blocker MVP?
Bunny.
Bunny. Your MVP blocker. Bunny. There we go. And who's your MVP jammer?
MVP jammer is Lauren Forcer.
Lauren Forcer is your MVP jammer. All right, for the Breakneck Betties, who is your MVP blocker?
Drone.
Drone MVP blocker. And who was your MVP jammer?
Obi.
Ovarian Barbarian. Well, all right, we're going to do some medals here in just a few short minutes. So don't go anywhere. We'll get those all handed out. Thanks so much, everybody. But we do have one MVP going to one of our luckiest, happiest fans. There we go. Nice job. All right, let's go ahead and get our Breakneck Betties out here. You've got some bling to have. All right, safety violations happening all over the place, but that's okay. They're champions. Betties, come on up. Get your medals. You earned them. I know. I'm right there with you. Ginger. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is my absolute esteemed pleasure to introduce to you your 2018 Rose City Roller Home Team Championships, the Breakneck Betties. All right, well, everybody at home and everybody here still in the building, thank you so much for coming out today, supporting this group all the way through 2018. Can't wait to see you next year. So for me and everybody who made this happen, thank you very much. Have a great night. Is there a Karen Belcher here? Karen Belcher, if you are still here, come see me. Karen Belcher, please come see me.